Okay, minor bit of technical shenanigans going on with the sound. It's because I am currently attempting to use what appears to be, well, sound-activated voice chat instead of actual push-to-talk, so let me just change that in my user settings on Discord. Sorry about the delay, it's just shenanigans. Okay, that should fix everything. And hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Salted Grump, and here's hoping the stream is actually working. Let's actually double check that. Okay, there we are. Now it actually shows that it's working on the YouTube stream, so you can, well, yeah. Huzzah! Shenanigans. Yay! Okay. Anyway, let's actually get to the game. Sorry about the delay there. This is the actual start. I am the Salted Grump, also known as Selnar or K. Wilson, depending on how much you like me. And this is my continued blind playthrough of Terminator Resistance. We last left off after completing the hospital, which was the second major mission in the game after the tutorial mission. And we have just returned to our, well, rendezvous point slash place of rest, for lack of a better term. Anyway, as I am using push to talk, I have changed it to shift instead of control, so instead of crouching everywhere when I'm talking, I will instead be running everywhere, because I'm a potato like that. Beyond that...
I'm sure that couldn't go wrong in any way.
Oh, it'll be hilarious. Why don't you introduce yourself to the class?
Hi, I'm Liquid. Some of you know me as Cormackerman.
And Liquid's a nice fellow. I tend to tease the hell out of him because he's stuck in California, which is where Terminator officially started in the first place.
Save me.
Well, I mean, the tutorial level of Resistance actually starts in Pasadena, so what does that say?
At least that's in the SoCal. I'm NorCal.
Yeah, fair enough. It's still kind of a shit show over there. Anyway, today is November the 2nd. It is getting cold out with snow on the lawn out in my neck of the woods, so I'm going to enjoy the post-apocalypse a little bit because it's actually warm and toasty there. Beyond that, as usual, I only have a single monitor setup, so I'm going to be asking Liquid here to be a nice fellow and just poke at the chat every once in a while and relay any questions or snark from viewers.
Sure thing.
And as usual, if anyone else hops into the chat, well, that's on them. I've greatly enjoyed the Terminator movies for many years, except for the most recent ones because they're dumb. And, well, I hope I can pass on some of this enjoyment to you guys as well.
What do you mean you don't enjoy I just realized I don't know the name of the most recent Terminator movie.
Gee, I wonder why.
But I feel like I should, since it was in every goddamn video game under the sun.
Okay, so, this is where we last left off. We're hiding out here. That bus is how we escaped from Pasadena, actually. Out of curiosity, how far is the, what's the term I'm looking for? Video lag between what I'm showing and what's on YouTube?
Maybe a second, 2 seconds?
Okay, that's not bad. That's a hell of a lot better than I expected, and I can accept that. So, our objective is to talk to this little lady over here by the entrance to this depot, or whatever it was, that has been absolutely shattered. But I may as well take a few moments to poke around and see if there's any loot to be had. By the way, I may as well show off my stats for this first moment. So, there is a level up system in this game. I am currently level 9 and getting... well, I'm just over 1/10 of the way to level 10, so huzzah on that. I have full health, I have a 1911, I have an Uzi, I have a shotgun, and I have an M16. I have 4 Terminator plasma rifles in my inventory at the moment, because I am a cheaty bastard. And basically the rest of my inventory is absolutely chock full of varieties. Skill-wise, would have to be pushing very hard for Weapon 3, because that is when you first get your hands on the ability to use plasma weapons, which is about the only way you can reliably kill a T-800, which are the skeletal Terminators, and the ones that are probably the most dangerous of the bunch. Science-wise, I'm also pushing towards lockpicking 3 because there's an achievement related to that. Crafting I don't really care about, but crafting 4 is required for an achievement as well. And over here, well, backpack, toughness is added health, and fast learner is bonus experience. So fast learner 3 is always useful to have. Quest-wise, I just have the one main quest, and that's pretty good. The map is not too shabby. It's a small area, so it's not going to be anything big or, well, not too big either way. And the archives include stuff like the quests that we have managed to complete, the quests we have failed. Hey, look at that, I haven't failed anything, I'm good. How many notes I've found, and however many tutorials we have. So, that's all well and good. So, that's the recap. Any questions so far?
Nah, I think... Nah, chat's pretty quiet.
Well, I mean, chat's usually pretty sleepy when it's first starting a stream, even though I yelled at multiple people that, yes, I'm starting the stream, and it was going to be a while, so... Anyway, people will drop in and out as the case may be, and that's alright, because that's just the way a game is supposed to be played. I mean, there's very few streams that I'll ever watch from start to finish, you know?
True.
Just poking around now, as you can see, yes, shift is the run button, and that's why I actually moved a little bit faster there at the last second. This used to be locked. But when it comes down to it, I have actually cleared out all of the loot in this area, which is impressive of me, if I must say so myself, because I am a greedy bastard.
Oh no, there's a lot of metal bits. You could probably continue looting. Just get a screwdriver and go at it.
Well, I mean, what was the old joke many years back? There's There's two types of looters: the ones that grab everything that's not nailed down, and the ones that pry up the nails first. Well, let's deal with some plot and talk with people.
Oh, fun.
Oh, thank God, you're finally here.
I'm sure they're just balls of sunshine.
I did. I helped them escape from that hospital.
You don't give up on your people, do you? I like that. So what now?
They're supposed to come for me soon.
Great. That means that you're going home? No more scavengers constantly nagging you to do things for them? Bet you like the sound of that. Oh, Erin's still up too. Go talk to her. She won't admit it, but she was just as worried as I was.
Jennifer here is a character that you first encounter in the tutorial. Honestly, the modeling for her isn't too bad, but it's very Elder Scrollsian.
Do you need help with anything?
Is that your best pickup line? Sorry, that was a bad joke. Stressed.
Her hair could use a little bit of touch-up.
Better that than his mustache, right? Oh, I'm sorry. Don't mind.
Well, I mean, push comes to shove, it's not too bad considering the fact that this game was basically built on a shoestring budget.
Yeah, right, I have to keep that in mind.
Yeah, this is not a game that cost $250 million like Star Wars: The Old Republic. This is a game that cost maybe $1.5 million.
Seems you were very close.
As close as could be. He taught me everything I know. Sometimes without me even knowing. This one time, when I was little, he wanted to make a huge sign that said, "Welcome," on the side of our house in Pasadena. So he said, "I bet you can't spell that." And of course I had to prove him wrong. Believe me, now I know how stupid that was.
Not at all. That was very clever.
Yeah, he was always full of bright ideas. Thanks for trying to make me feel better. After Judgment Day, my dad turned our house into a safe haven. A home for everyone who lost theirs. We were like a family with an endless supply of uncles and aunts. I guess my father wanted to help with the war. We never really used guns. So the only thing we could do was to help others in need.
Seems like he helped a lot of you.
He did. Right till the very end. Anyway, it was actually really cool. Everybody loved him, and he loved having them around. I think it's because he always had a brand new audience to listen to his bad jokes. He had this really terrible one. He'd walk into the room and ask if anyone had seen his remote because his team was playing. I always laughed at it. I'll never understand why.
I have to admit, while the character of Rivers, the protagonist and basically faceless character that we are stuck with, is about as generic as is humanly possible without being a wooden plank with a smiley face painted on it, the voice work for the other characters is actually pretty decent. You get a pretty good idea of their motivations, their approximate age, all that sort of stuff, just by talking at them, and that's not too shabby.
Sounds like
A lot of games do that have a story focus.
I was begging for him not to find a whoopee cushion on a scavenger hunt. He'd literally get a heart attack from the excitement. Look at me yapping. I'm sorry, you probably have enough on your plate. Anyway, thanks. It's really nice to have someone to talk to.
Jennifer will remember that, just like in other Telltale games. So, this is the lair slash hidey hole slash whatever the fuck you want to call it, I don't care, because, well, there's only really two things in it. There's a workbench over here, and that crate there is where I get rid of stuff that I don't need, like, say, excess weapons or crap weapons.
The hub.
And this is theoretically the bed. Note that I say theoretically for a reason.
Yeah, I think I might just sleep on the couch.
Yeah. This, by the way, is the tutorial for lockpicking. So,
Skyrim, or a Fallout.
yeah, so let's see what we have here. Okay, so I'm actually going to do what a friend advised me to do and get rid of a whole bunch of junk that I do not need. Like the crappier guns. I think I want to keep a shotgun, though. However, the plasma gun, despite the fact that I can't use it, I will keep anyway, because it's going to be useful in the future. Anyway, other than that, I just need to stock up on parts for crafting, because crafting is a big part of this game.
Craft your way to max level.
Yoing! Over here we have some more beds, and we have a note here. This is first for this area. Math problems from the past make me hungry. Yeah, that does say it all. Yeah, it's probably this little kid. And hey, look, puppy! Puppy!
Hello, doggy.
So, you actually, to discover the dog, you have to take on a side quest in the first area. And, well, I am quite happy that I took that side quest, because puppy... Dogs are extremely important in the Terminator universe, not just because of the companionship, but because they act as an early warning system for infiltrators. Dogs are scared of Terminators for obvious reason, and they will act aggressive and hostile towards a Terminator in the first place. So, when the T-800 infiltrator units first started showing up, like, say, Arnold Schwarzenegger in the first movie, the most reliable way to basically be warned that there was one in the area was having a dog around, because they would go absolutely lose their mind barking.
And I'm gonna have to request you stop phasing your fingers into the dog.
Anyway, here's Erin. She is a medic, and she asked me to get some antibiotics from the hospital, so let's see what I can do.
No need to worry. I'm fine.
Who said I was worried? I've been thinking a lot about it, and if I can, I've decided to join the resistance. I'll do more good there than here.
I'm glad to hear that.
I just hope you're better supplied over there than we are. Speaking of which, I see you've got those antibiotics I asked for. Good. Now I can call Ryan off. I asked him if he brought a shovel with him. If you think that was too morbid, he said that after Judgment Day, digging graves was one of the few things he actually got better at.
And that's plus 300 trade resources. And hey, look, now I'm officially supposed to go to bed. By the way, the crafting table, at the moment, I have options in this form of, well, what you see here. We got lockpicks, we got first aid, and we have 3 flavors of ammunition. If I want to build more, or different types of ammo, I will actually need to upgrade my crafting skill. So, pipe grenade. This you might be familiar for you if you watched the first Terminator. It's what actually crippled the first Terminator in that movie. Plasma cells, ammunition. Everyone loves ammunition. Ammunition is good. We will hopefully get some of those eventually. And yes, there's upgraded plasma cells as well.
Didn't the T-800s have, like, microfusion power generator cells in them?
As of the third Terminator movie, yes.
Okay. Interesting.
Now, one of the things about ammunition and crafting it and all that is that you can almost always craft a pile of ammo like this. Yeah. So 2 metal scraps and 2 chemicals for 20 rounds. And it will cost you, about, off the top of my head, 12 trade goods to get the scraps and chemicals if you buy them. And 20 bullets at 3 trade goods a bullet when you sell them back means you can essentially create an infinite loop of profit.
This is like, ooh. This reminds me of the dagger exploit in Skyrim.
Well, the dagger exploit in Skyrim kind of requires steel ingots. Or iron
most
ingots,
of them
as the case
sold
may
it
be.
sold it for pretty cheap, or you could just steal a shit ton right next to them.
Well, yeah. Or even just build your own. Anyway, bed. Don't you love plot bed?
Bed. I wish I could fall asleep as easily as video game characters.
Well, I mean, it's not too hard to fall asleep as easily as a video game character. All you need to do is close your eyes and think sweet thoughts, like, say, punching a demon in the head so hard its face explodes.
I don't know, I much prefer the animation where he just hits them on the top of the head and their head goes into their chest.
Ah, yes, good times. Doomslayer is a very fun character.
Oh yeah.
He's not dead. Puppy.
He's not dead yet.
And Laura has nothing to say. Laura is a survivor that we picked up in the tutorial area.
Good luck out there.
Also, I do have that skill point floating about, I may as well use it. And by the way, there's a good doctor. So I am currently level 9. I am 3 levels away from the big shift, weapons 3. So actually I'm now level 10, so 2 levels away. But I may as well upgrade my weapons, because hey, 25% more damage never hurt anyone except for what I'm aiming at.
Hell yeah.
I will want to get lockpicking 3, and that will be for reasons beyond just an achievement. And backpack 3, well, that just adds an extra row down here for the item capacity that I can have in my inventory and all that shit, which means more successful looting of shit.
Whoa.
Beyond that, well, I have an assault rifle, and I have a shotgun. I'm set. Oh, and I have grenades.
Oh, what more could a man need fighting the T-800?
Gun that actually works on the T-800.
I mean, according to Terminator... Fucking what? Oh, God, which movie was it? Resistance?
Nope,
I don't
Resistance
know.
is the game we're playing.
Oh, yeah, oh, fuck. Salvation, that's it. The
Oh, the
M4.
non-canon one.
Yeah, the M4 is enough to take down a T-800.
The reason why I say it's non-canon is that it's off in its own separate timeline entirely according to the official listing of Terminator timelines, and has no bearing upon the rest of the Terminator series.
That actually makes sense. They do some weird shit.
So, this is Ryan. Yes, I know he looks like that doctor from Half-Life 2. No, I don't care.
God, he's just a spitting image.
Private Rivers. Yes, sir.
Like, right down to the vest.
Field Commander Barron. She's agreed to meet with you. She set up a rendezvous point at the unfinished metro station. You'll need to enter the canal system under the bridge. The meeting's supposed to take place tomorrow, so I suggest moving out soon. Understood. And, Rivers, because of what you did for our guys at that hospital, I'll give you a heads up about Commander Barron. Don't expect a warm welcome.
Looks like you're leaving us soon.
Aaron wants to join me. What about you? What do you think about enlisting?
Me? No. I still have hope I'll get that bus running again. Also, I don't like the attention Skynet's giving you guys.
Can you guys hear me?
I'd rather stay
Yep, hello, B-Man.
Patrick, get back here!
You better go see what's going on.
I sense drama, courtesy of a munchkin. Also, you see how that dot next to the shopping cart icon on the minimap is now green and big instead of green and little?
Yeah.
That means that there is a side quest there. I have to go down and, I believe, talk to Aaron in order to get it. So let's go do that first. Also
cool, we got to see a nice appearance from fan favorite character, good old Resistance Soldier JDO 26847.
Everything ready? Are we going?
No, I have to meet Barron first. But I'll come back for you.
You better.
Well, that was completely unnecessary, but it's always nice to touch base with the various NPCs and such, because the developers actually went to the trouble of trying to make the NPCs tolerable, if not likable.
There's something about the way Erin's head moves on her neck that kind of creeps me out.
Everything all right?
Patrick's decided that he wants to be a
Like she's
scout.
got a weird sway.
Now he won't come out, even though I'm worried sick he'll get stuck. Get back here right now, Patrick!
But there's lots of cool stuff in here. You told me it's our job to find stuff for the group.
So, I can tell Patrick to either listen to his sister, or see what's in there. Seeing what's in there is a bad idea, because it's probably trapped.
Your sister is right. Get back here. It's too dangerous.
All right. Coming out.
Squish. Nah, he lives.
Fucking kid.
What was that all about just now?
I've got a meeting with Commander Barron. I'm leaving soon.
Okay. I'm going with you. And don't even try to stop me.
Are you sure?
What's the matter? Don't they let you boys bring dates?
Okay, that line was bad.
Don't worry, kid. She's just worried about you.
But she never lets me do anything.
Yeah.
That's what older siblings
Yeah.
do. They look out for us.
Was your brother like that too?
Well, not really.
This, by the way, over here is allegedly supposed to be the engine of the bus after it's been removed for repairs and such.
That seems really small.
That's why I said allegedly. In actuality, a bus's engine takes up this entire section and weighs in the ballpark of 700 to 900 pounds.
Yeah, that seems a bit more right.
Anyway,
Also, go ahead.
sorry about that. Feel free to continue on your own start, because I'm just about to actually start the mission.
Oh, the fucking kid. Oh, my sister never lets me do anything in this horrible apocalypse land where giant robots want to kill us all.
Well, I mean, he wants to feel useful, he wants to be useful. I can't argue with that, because it's very much a case of it's human nature to want to be helpful, you know? Unless you're a psychopath. Anyway, we shall be leaving the area and going onwards on our quest to murder shit.
Looks like we got here first. Is everything alright? You seem a little out of it.
Sorry. I probably shouldn't zone out like that with a gun in my hands, huh? Am I making you nervous?
No, not really.
Well, you should be. I don't have any formal training like you. I never even held a gun until recently. Can I be honest with you?
Sure.
There's a reason I decided to come here with you. I want to meet Commander Baron myself. They're here.
When I heard that Private Rivers of the non-existent Pacific Division needs to have a meeting with me, I thought, oh, what a lucky girl I am. But then I started thinking, who is Private Rivers? And why should I treat him as anything other than the deserter he is? So right now I'm hoping you give me a good reason why I shouldn't just skip the court-martial and execute you where you stand. This is bullshit. And what do we have here? A brave scavenger? Rivers, do you always bring unauthorized civilians to fight your battles for you?
We would have got to you sooner if you hadn't pulled out all your troops from Pasadena. People died there because of you.
And what did you do about it? Did you pick up a gun and fight back? Or did you run like you sewer rats always do?
Jennifer's right. There's no need for any of that.
Yeah. Today is all about Private Rivers. So what can you tell me that I don't know already?
A few weeks ago, the outpost I was stationed at was ambushed by a Terminator, I think. It was half man, half machine. The entire Pacific Division was wiped out by a single enemy.
Half man, half machine? What are you talking about? How did your men let an enemy get that close to you?
And we didn't know it was a machine. It could walk, talk, bleed, sweat. There was no way to distinguish it as an enemy. It infiltrated us perfectly.
This infiltrator, is it still alive?
I'm not sure.
Okay, for now keep everything to yourself. I don't want any rumors, especially since you only think you saw something. Skynet's coming. We're not done here yet, Rivers. Take this plasma. You're a resistance soldier. Time to act like one. To your positions!
Drones! Up there!
Fire drill!
Take cover!
Don't be shy, Rivers. This is a great time to impress me.
Okay. If She already knows how destructive the robots are and how hard it is to fight them. So why is her first immediate thing to say is, "Oh, you're a fucking deserter"?
Because she's an asshole.
More will come. We need to
It
move.
just doesn't make sense.
Hey, asshole's gonna asshole, right?
I guess.
Okay, so, something you'll note. You see all these wrecks here that are sparking? That means they have loot in them. You grab loot, they no longer spark. See?
Time to become very rich with stuff.
Also, these drones, and basically everything other than a T-800 or actual heavy-duty Terminator, you can kill with conventional weapons.
Hooray.
Most of the time that would mean the M16 we have here. Sometimes it would also mean a shotgun, because boomsticks.
The weird M16A3 is what I'm gonna call it now.
Yes, the reason why it is considered weird is because it is an M16 that can fire full auto and yet has been modified to have a full set of rails on it. So it takes all of the best features of the original M16 and the most modern iteration of.
The good old A4, which the Marine Corps is currently trying to replace.
Well, we all know what the joke about the United States Marine Corps is. Uncle Sam's misguided children.
Yeah, the weirdest thing is they're trying to replace it with the M27 right now, which is just the M16 again.
By the way, that was an explosive canister, and that was pretty cool.
Nice.
What the fuck? Fall back! Fall back!
Eyes on that door.
Yeah, so Marine Corps is trying to replace the M16 with the M27, while at the same time, the U.S. Army is trying to get a military-wide replacement of the M4 to a new 6.8mm weapon.
Okay, and as you can see there, T-800s, being absolute bastards, are extremely hard to kill and extremely dangerous.
They seemed very interested in you.
Oh, fuck the game. Fuck you, game. You've left your party. No, I haven't. They decided to run away from me. Okay, let's try with Act 2 of this, cause...
No wonder Baron called you a deserter. If you get 5 feet away from you, she thinks he's left.
Take cover! Don't be shy, Rivers. This is a great time to impress me. I think I got one. More will come. We need to move.
As shown there, the M16 works reasonably well against drones.
The bullet done shoot them hard and punch through the middle.
Get that door open! What the fuck? Fall back! Fall back!
Eyes on that door.
Terminators!
And that time I actually got killed because I wasn't looking at my health. So, let's see, that's the game punishing me once for basically poking around being lazy, and actually getting killed once, so hey, I may as well continue my official edict of lifting weights every time I get killed, so tack that on as a 10 pull, a 10 pull for when I'm done the stream.
fun.
Yeah, it's a good self-imposed challenge, right?
Yeah, fair enough. Also, I can't help but notice how much those Terminators completely ignore everyone else to look at you.
Don't be shy, Rivers. This is a great time to impress me.
Explains why he's so buff.
I think I got one.
Another reason why he can bench press Serena.
More will come. We need to move.
Also, she's small as shit, so you know, very easy.
She is the small.
You're small.
For those who don't know, Serena is one of my friends who happens to be in the Time Warriors chat server, just like the vast majority of the rest of us.
Eyes on that.
Whoa, it's a fun time here. I kind of miss the study hall though.
Go clear!
Oh no, it's not. Area. Go, go, go!
And that is a pretty good reason why you would want to run.
More metal!
Oh shit. Hunter killer. Damn.
Ow. The game is being a little rude, don't you think?
Yeah. Yeah, it seems to be giving you a tough time. And you're playing on normal, correct?
Yes, I am.
Damn. I'm going to assume you probably get like an armor vest or something later. Because holy shit.
Nope, no armored vest, just more level ups equals more possible hit points, so.
Ah.
Neutralized! Shoot those gas canisters! More drones!
You with that AK! Take care of them! On it!
Through that balcony!
As shown, if you manage to peg a drone in the face, or the big gooey red eye, you tend to make it go bang very quickly, which is kind of nice. Oink, stolen plasma gun. And yes, you can take the time to actually steal all the plasma rifles that the Terminators would normally have.
Become Detroit, become Terminator.
Yeah, that's worth an actual small chuckle, so I will accept that.
Well, that is
Fucking
actually-
hell, that was stupid of me. Whoops.
Oh my god, I saw you look at it and was just, no, don't do it, man.
More metals!
Up there! On that balcony!
Okay, that went better-ish, I think. One of the things that shows, it's relatively easy to monkey about with the various Terminators and all that, but you really want to aim for the glowy red bits, because those are weak points and you can critically hit on them.
A fairly sorry, my brain stopped working.
Let's go!
You can be sure there's gonna be more.
But I guess that's nothing new with me.
Well, I just grabbed a bit of extra C4 and let's keep going, because there's always going to be something to fuck people up with. Ooh, and a checkpoint. Armored spiders are not too dangerous.
I count 3.
At this point, the game's health system is getting mildly irritating.
One less.
War incoming!
I mean, at least you've got a hefty supply of medical kits, but yeah, holy shit, 1 to 2 shots and you're already dying.
Let's keep moving.
Almost there.
Which is why, generally, you want to flank.
Fucking throw them.
Also, ouch. Fuck my life, that nearly killed me.
Another explosion, I assume.
No, just got jumped.
Looting. Oh my god, with the magic pixel.
Die already.
Being able to make things come apart is at least pretty cool.
Yeah, destruction on both enemies and environment is always fun.
Ding!
Follow me and keep your heads down. I'm getting us out of this.
So I gained a new level. Let's see what I can grab with it.
Get better health.
Which would be toughness 2. Damage decreased by 20%. Toughness 5 is good, because not only does it reduce all the damage I take by 50%, but it gives me full health bar health regeneration.
Hot damn. Now you're just playing Call of Duty.
Yeah, but that requires you to get to level 24, and I'm just at level 11 right now.
Craft.
My next objective is Weapons 3, because Skynet's first generation were plasma weapons. Oh yeah!
Nice.
Also, these Skynet plasma weapons are worth absolute fucking bank, so steal as many of them as you can carry.
To prove to Skynet that we are not a bunch of cavemen, we have beaten up their robots and taken their weapons.
Well, you know what they say, rock beats laser.
Rock beats anything, assuming you hit it hard enough.
This was an ambush. They knew we were coming.
How did they know?
With the annihilation line getting closer, they must have eavesdropped on our conversation. We're on their radar now. God damn it, they were waiting for us.
Your group of friends there seem weirdly unfazed by the explosion that just staggered you for a moment.
I got this. Leaving already?
There's too many of them!
Hold it!
Through here! Come on!
Follow her!
And sprint! Whee!
Ooh, that shadow shot is very nice on the stairway.
Yep, this game is very pretty. So there's a hunter-killer out here, hunting for us. Good times had by everyone, right?
Yes.
Take cover! No!
The obligatory avoid the searchlights mission.
You want to help someone? Help yourself and take his rifle.
Or not, it's already actively shooting. Okay.
Yep, and as shown when I took some pot shots at it, well, it's... this plasma rifle that I have is, well, entirely ineffective.
What you need is armor-piercing plasma ammunition.
You know, that's exactly what the Skynet grade stuff is.
Hold on, I need to look up a clip. What would be the difference between a plasma weapon and a phase weapon?
Well, that depends on what you mean by phase.
Because if I remember the clip correctly, in the first movie, Arnold refers to the
A
weapon
phased
as a
plasma
phased
rifle in the 40-watt range. It's a type of plasma. In general, plasma is just goddamn hot for obvious reason.
Yeah, it's super hot gas.
Yeah. Yoink, even more Skynet rifles. Oh. Fucking HKs. Go away! Leave me alone! Ah! You know, this is actually kind of interesting, because it looks very much like I was previously in this area in the last zone.
Yeah, actually.
Now, it might be recycled assets, it might not be, I haven't decided yet.
We'll find out.
Looking for loot in all the wrong places.
Hey, Grump, you should get yourself a VTuber set up.
God, no.
You would be famous.
No, I would not be.
Shortcut that'll get us out of here. We just have to make.
Oh no, I'm sure you could probably pull off the daddy vibe.
I have words, they are not polite words, damn it.
Oh no, Serena's PS4 died.
Well, that's absolutely poor form from the PS4.
I'll never forgive the Japanese.
We're getting close.
Which is a JoJo reference. Just to be clear, because
Oh,
it
God
sounds
damn it,
kind of
game.
bad out of context.
Well, it's out of context because it's a JoJo reference, and JoJo sucks. Anyway, I got killed.
That's what you get.
No, I got killed before you started on the stupid reference.
Meh. Voltic Surge in the chat. I'm now imagining Winters opening up his vest to reveal all the Skynet
fucking
guns
hell.
like the merchant from RE4.
And that was a missile to the face.
Ooh,
So
God,
that's what,
a big one.
3-4 deaths right now?
4.
Oh, by the way, I'm just going to take a poke at my inventory for a cheap giggle. As you can see, I have stolen 5 plasma rifles, and I currently have a kind of crappy one. Oh, so this one that I currently have is an actual phased plasma rifle, while the Skynet version is not a phased plasma rifle.
Maybe that's why he asked for it at the human gun store, assuming that, yes, humans will have it. It is human, after all.
I think I annoyed it. And yee! Oh, fuck you, game! Okay, that's just... I admit, the game is not bad, it's just it has moments.
Yeah.
We're getting close. Keep going. Up there.
I don't know why, but watching this gameplay makes me want to get a burger.
A burger.
Granted, everything makes me want to get a burger, but hey.
Shoot that thing. Jacob, get up.
Oh no, I can't carry anymore! As you can see why, it's because I have a huge pile of stuff. Including a new grenade, but, well, I only have the one of them. I'm gonna hang on to it, actually, because it's hard to make. And a bunch of explosive materials. It is called a gas grenade, but it's actually a can grenade. It's essentially, well, a grenade launched from a can.
Ah, so like a knee mortar.
We'll cover you. Get out of there.
God damn it. T-800s, absolute tanky bastards.
Aim for those microfusion cores and they'll go kablooey, maybe, I don't know.
Also known as aim for the face.
Get out of there.
Yeah, that probably works better. Serena says, I'd rather buy a new console if possible. I bought one used console before and it was infested with spiders.
Yeah, that happens. I remember one of my friends who works at a game store ended up receiving a PS4 that was full of cockroaches.
What the fuck?
Let me just put it this way. Certain people are absolutely filthy bastards.
I mean, I am by no means a clean person, but holy shit. Granted, I'm also freaked out by just about any kind of bug or arachnid, so I keep that part generally clean.
It's also because of the fact that you have basic standards of cleanliness.
Save that for later.
Yay! Very bare minimum basic, but there.
Where to?
Well, that's why I said basic standards. I didn't say successful standards. Oh, it's you again. Fuck off. Hunter-killers, by the way, are absolute holy terrors at the best of times.
I mean, it's a VTOL with a bunch of big missiles and what I can only assume is the GAU equivalent of a laser gun.
Pretty much.
I'm sorry about before. And I'm sorry about your soldiers.
No need for that. You'll have a hard time getting up every morning if you dwell on that too much. Machines don't do that. And if we want to destroy them, neither can we. Rivers, since Pacific Division no longer exists, you will now answer to me. That makes you a part of TechCom. Congratulations. No more sitting around waiting for Skynet to come to you. Over here, we go out there and meet the enemy face on. This is it. Resistance Shelter, South Division. Baron, DN 38217.
Commander?
There with me.
Someone decided to borrow assets from Metro.
They're dead. Over here's our quartermaster. If you need anything beyond the standard issue equipment, work it out with him. And here's Alvin, residing chief Egghead.
I prefer laboratory director.
Like I said, Egghead. He supplies all TechCom units with weapon modifications.
Everything looks well organized.
It is. Everyone pulls their weight here. If someone doesn't, we become weak. And you can probably imagine where I stand on being weak.
If I could make my eyes roll any harder, they'd roll right out of my head.
There's a reason I decided to meet you. We intercepted some interesting data. It turns out you're part of a prestigious group. A group of people that Skynet marked for termination. See, John Connor, the leader of the Resistance, is #1 on that list. Then there's me. I know, I'm flattered. Every day we lead, we fight, and we plan on how to destroy Skynet's central core. So I know exactly why we're on that fucking list. But why would Private Rivers be #3?
That infiltrator said something about me being marked for termination.
Interesting. I'll have to have a word with Connor about that. And that brings me to my second point, your first assignment. After the Annihilation Line got to Pasadena, Skynet started building installations there. I want you to go there and collect some intel, so we know what we're up against.
Sounds dangerous.
It will be. Check with Alvin before you go. He'll have something for you. Remember, you might be valuable to Skynet, but the way I see it, you're still a private. Dismissed. And Rivers, civilians don't need to know about what happened out there.
Okay, so we've had plot, and we're in a new area. Huzzah!
Can't help but know she's got a Special Forces badge on her shoulder. Or not shoulder, chest. I know parts of the body.
Well, you know some of them, just the ones you're interested in. So here I am, mucking around in the fucking ventilation shafts, because of course some asshole decided to put loot in them.
I'm sure that doesn't seem suspicious at all.
So this egg is someone I have to talk to, but we're not talking to him yet.
Look at this nerd.
Okay, there. That's the button I was looking for. T turns on the flashlight. F, for reference, is melee, which is what blew me up last time.
I do have to comment on Baron's talk about, oh, you died because you let the enemy come to you, not like me, who went out to fight the enemy and lost my entire fucking squad.
Oh, I know. She is an absolute... There are words. There are not polite words. Basically, Baron is about as unlikable as is humanly possible without actually being a Terminator. And we're not certain about that last part, are we?
Oh, I have already predicted that at least one person is going to be a secret Terminator infiltrator.
I mean, come on, it's Terminator. What would be without an infiltrator, huh?
True. Suddenly Arnold Schwarzenegger shows up and it's like, I wonder who it could be.
And then it turns out not to be him.
Yeah, that would be the ultimate twist.
Oh, it would be a good twist. I wouldn't be certain about calling it the ultimate one. Oh, look, another crafting table. Whoop-de-doo. I am mostly looking for loot to scav, because I am a horrible scavenger. I am like a lamprey or a horrible limpet of some variety.
He's a long way from home.
So, the Quartermaster deals with weapons. Weapons, weapons, weapons. We got plasma rifles, we got pistols, we got grenades, we got M16s, we got sticky bombs, we got... Well, there's one of those can grenades I mentioned. We got trip mines, and over here, it looks like we got a rocket launcher and a heavy machine gun. Of course, the Quartermaster won't actually talk to me until I deal with the plot-mandated talk with the Chief Egghead. So, fuck my life, right? Anyway,
Yeah.
Still a few more areas to poke around and actually take a look at. See if there's anything actually worth scavenging in here, because I am just as much a scavenger as the actual scavenger who has survived by scavenging. And you can see why I compared this little thing to Metro Last Light's Regina, the rail car that you use for part of that game.
I mean, if there was ever a good game to take inspiration from, Metro is a good one.
Yeah, that's true, and let's be honest, Metro has always been a standout in its field because of the fact that it makes the post-apocalypse pretty. And stressful. But
Yeah.
pretty.
I'm trying to figure out what that plasma rifle is based off of, because it looks a lot like a weird, messed up F-2000.
I've been working on for some time now. You see, your standard phased plasma is in a 40-watt range. However, you can upgrade its damage, shooting rate, or stability using decoded chips. The same ones you've been collecting from fallen Terminators. You can do the upgrades yourself. When you're done, go to the Quartermaster. I believe he has something for you as well.
Hey, weapon upgrades, new tutorial. So they can be upgraded with chips, yada yada yada. Open inventory, weapon upgrade, select upgrade button. Okay, so this is actually kind of interesting. You actually have to match the chip's nodes. So in this case, 3 bars to 3 bars, 2 bars to 2 bars, 1 bar to 1 bar. And it kind of loops around, as you can see. So that's actually kind of interesting. It's a little bit of a puzzle. I mean, it's not a worthwhile puzzle by any stretch of the imagination, but it's better than poking the eye with a sharp stick. Oh, looks like it still has something to say.
Just try it. I don't have all day.
Okay, so let's see what I can do here. Ooh, got some good ones. Got a whole pile of chips, really. Well, first and foremost, I'm looking at this big fat 18% damage sitting here and going, ooh, I want. So, that's our first one. We'll need to have a solid one here now, and a solid one here. And now I can be a cheesy bastard and say 45% more magazine. And then, well, oh look, there's another one. 9% more damage. Not bad. Okay, huzzah. He's happy now. Look at him now. He's so happy.
I did it. Seems easy.
Huh, good for you. Now please leave.
Someone's a butt cap.
I'm Private Rivers. You got something for me?
I've been told you're using old goggles from the Pacific Division. Those aren't even standard issue anymore. Commander Barron asked me to hook you up with the latest version. These babies come equipped with a high-quality camera.
What do I do with them?
The idea is that when you reach Pasadena, you'll take pictures of Skynet's offensive installations. When you find them, put the goggles on, then aim and shoot. The pictures will be automatically sent to a military satellite, hijacked from Skynet. They'll give us the necessary intel to prepare for when the annihilation line comes.
That's it?
That's it. We have a place ready for you here when you come back. Before you leave, take a look and see if there's anything else you need. I can get my hands on almost anything, but I don't normally hand out freebies.
And so we are back to the mercantile shenaniganery. I have 5 Skynet plasma rifles that I cannot use. I'll get more. And a handful of bullets that I can't use because I don't have the guns for those handful of bullets. Let's see. And I may as well just stock up on various supplies, shouldn't I?
I return.
And what have you devoured?
A Milky Way bar. Like one of the small bite-sized ones.
So a Halloween version.
Yeah.
So this guy has slow motion stimulants. They are not worth it.
Adrenaline.
I am sitting on $6,000. I do not have to worry about any part of this, so I'm just going to absolutely steal all of the ammo I can. Okay, except for the plasma cells, which are $30 each.
Holy shit. Do you know how many pizzas I could buy for that much?
Dude, this guy's an asshole. He's selling medium caliber ammo at 20 trade goods a bullet.
Hey, that actually sounds fairly accurate to the current times. Bullets are about as rare as, well, about as rare as Bigfoot right now.
That's it then. You're leaving us and going back to Pasadena.
Not yet. I need to collect the rest of my stuff from our hideout.
Fine by me. Let's go.
Looks like some people have words to say to me, and it's not just bitching at me for existing, because, well, that's what the quartermaster does. But, well, such is life, right?
Yeah, how dare you be the only survivor? You should
By
have
the way,
died
there is
with
a
your
secret
brethren.
back here, but, well, we can't access it. Because if you look very carefully on the mini-map, you can see that the ventilation shaft that pops out here loops around to Alvin's room. I showed that earlier when I was scavenging for shit. But there's a second ventilation shaft that I cannot access yet. So I'll have to do that in time.
I assume there's probably going to be a daring escape.
Well, that's a given. Or just, hey, we got more loot because loot good. So let's see what this woman has to say.
Please, you need to tell me what happened there. Where's my husband?
We were ambushed on our way out of the metro station. There was nothing we could do. He died protecting us. I'm sorry.
Oh my god. Thank you for telling me this. You did good by telling her. I don't care what Baron says. That woman deserved to hear the truth. Not knowing would destroy her. Believe me, Erin would kill to know what happened to her husband.
Okay, and now it looks like we just get to head back to our hideout. Hidey hole, lair, whatever you want to call it. By the way, this is the stash of loot that I want to get my hands on, but I can't yet, because the game says, haha, fuck you.
Sold Out in the chat says, that M16 looks so out of place among the tech weapons and huge calibers. I mean...
And Sold Out is a good friend. Oh, hang on. I think I found it. Yes, yes, yes!
I mean, you put any conventional rifle next to a plasma weapon, it's gonna look a bit out of place.
Now here's a good question. That's a Spider Scout. It is a Terminator that ended up dying in here. Skynet News. How long do you think this place will last?
I feel like you should probably tell someone, but also fuck Baron. Of course, this is video game, so you probably don't even have the option to tell them.
I mean, apparently there are mods to decensor the actual sex scene in the game, so what does that say?
There's a sex scene?
It's Terminator. There's always a sex scene, well, at least one sex scene in the movies. Like
okay,
in the
fair enough.
For example, in the first movie, which ended up with the protagonist, Sarah Connor, getting impregnated and creating John Connor, who you might know as the leader of the Resistance.
Good old Johnny Boy.
Yep, back to the hideout.
Patrick! Look, look! Ryan fixed it. Ryan fixed the bus. That's great.
Patrick, by the way, is...
Did you help? No. I was with Aaron helping Mark. He's doing much better now. I hear that you fixed the bus.
Yeah, finally. What about you? You meet the resistance?
Yeah, finally.
Okay, sass aside, Patrick there has the same issue that cropped up in Metro 2033 and Last Light, in that we have a child here who is voiced by an adult.
I mean, it's better than an issue a lot of games have, which is adult face on children.
That's primarily an issue with the Elder Scrolls series.
Yeah.
I heard about Mark. What happened?
Still, I find that far worse, because it's super creepy.
And I have to thank you for that. So, thank you. So, what's new with you?
I've been ordered to go to Pasadena to collect some intel. Is there anything you need from me?
Right now, I don't need anything. There's something you might be interested in. When we were running away the other day, Colin was supposed to bring something. Boxes of adrenaline, painkillers, and who knows what else. Since he didn't bring anything with him, I'd imagine everything's still there. Those stimulants might be useful. When used in small doses, they can improve focus and alertness. If I were you, I'd take a look.
You never told me you had a husband.
You never asked.
you know each other before the war?
We lived together even before the bombing. I've been dealing with him and his boring stories for over 30 years. I must be getting old, because I wouldn't mind hearing one right now. Back at the camp, I used to think that the machines kept Peter alive to get me to cooperate. So when there was an opportunity to run, we had to take it. And we did. We ran with this little child that I had started to love. I felt that she was mine.
What was her name?
Her name was Taylor. Peter said it sounded too manly, so I said, good, we'll finally have a man in the family. No story has a happy ending. She died shortly after. We buried her, and we stopped talking to each other. Eventually, the Annihilation Line caught up with us. We got separated. I ran away. He did too. At least, I hope he did. That's all.
You didn't change your mind about joining the Resistance?
No. I'm packed and ready to go. You're the one that kept saying that we're going when in fact we're not. Oh, you really pissed me off, I must say.
Yay, I got a new quest for being a cheeky shit. So, as usual, pass around the NPCs, take a poke and a prod, talk with them, so on and so forth.
Yeah, that one's on me.
Hooray, new side quest.
You 2 days ago and you moved.
Okay, that one's actually a pretty good one there. Yep. I mean, can you really blame someone? I don't remember this cut. Yeah, you moved while I was shaving you.
Oh man, I already cut myself enough when I shave.
So in comparison, at a place with decent people, medium caliber ammo costs 6 per bullet instead of 30.
Goddamn. It's a fucking steal.
Yoink! As usual, cleaning the place out of useful stuff.
Yeah, that's him.
Jacob.
As does every good video game player.
So these two gubbins have something to talk to me about, so let's start with Mark.
Lord tells me you're looking for volunteers that'll join the Resistance. You count me in. Only seems fair since I owe you my life.
Looks like things are finally starting to go our way.
Well, nothing much there, but hey, it's better than poking the eye with a sharp stick, and hey, it's nice to see that Mark's alive instead of being, well, turned into hamburger, or dying of infections. Plural.
Or just keeled over.
Do you need anything from Pasadena?
No, I'm fine.
Are you sure?
Yes, there's nothing that I need from there.
Sure, Jennifer. Sure. Nothing that she needs from there. A posing for dominance. And I doubt she's a Terminator because the dogs aren't barking like mad at her.
This is true.
Ooh, these are fun toys.
I see you got that.
What did you pick up?
You didn't think I would, did you?
Oh.
Don't wrap me off just yet.
Oh, the heat blades.
Got it. Anyhow, I got something for you.
Yeah, so the termination knife is a one-off weapon. It's disposed of after you use it. But hey, look on the bright side. You can instantly kill a T-800 by shanking it in the back.
It's called a
You are the spy.
It's supposed to shut down a Terminator with a single stab, so if you sneak in and you want to take them down silently, well, that's your go-to weapon. I guess you could say it terminates Terminators. Wow, that was almost as bad as the jam.
Where did you get that?
A group of travelers came by earlier. We traded, talked for a while. Actually, they said something that got my attention. Something about meeting a guy out there who kept asking about Jacob Rivers. He said it didn't seem right. You don't think it's that thing that you told us about before, do you? Sorry. I probably should have said something right away.
Have you changed your mind about joining the Resistance?
No. No, I have not. I think I'm better off anywhere that bus takes me. I'm moving out tomorrow. Anyone who wants to join is more than welcome to, but I don't suppose you're interested.
What's on your mind?
You really got me thinking about old Tucker again. In times like these, I wouldn't mind having him around. He always know what to do. He was the only one who didn't lose his mind after Judgment Day.
How did you handle it?
I didn't. I couldn't understand it. Nowadays, children are born with the idea of death, but back then, I lived without a clue. I felt sick when I saw blood on TV. Tucker said, we need to be calm right now. I listened to him. We all did. Survivors from the concert.
I have to admit, it's hard for me to get into the mindset of someone who has never really experienced death in any of its forms before they're out of childhood, because even when I was a little kid, I lived on a farm, and I would have to do stuff like help slaughter the chickens or whatnot, you know? So,
Yeah.
there's an appreciation to the transience of life, I suppose.
Did you drive someplace safe?
It was my first call. Just drive. Gave it a shot. Kept running into these sandstorms. Every car fucked up after a couple of miles. Turned out that atomic dust ain't so great with engines. Finally, we found a couple houses, but the people there was confused as we were. All the communication went to shit. Tucker managed to find some batteries, and we sat in front of our boombox. We started to list cities to avoid. Cities that were hit by the nuclear bombs.
Did your city get hit?
The list was long until the very end. I was hoping that it wouldn't come up. But it did. Somehow it managed to surprise me. We looked at each other crying. We just wanted to go home and be with family, but Tucker said that for now, the safest place there is right where we were. So we decided to stay and start a camp.
And that's enough wordiness from the NPCs. Let's go shankin'. Oh shit, it's a toddler.
You're going to Pasadena?
Yep,
I gotta say,
I have a mission.
Ryan's
Secret mission.
story
Super
is
important. Probably the most important.
very well done, both on the writing and actor's
Bring me my
part.
chalk?
Chalk?
Yeah, it's at my house. The one with the beware sign on the side. Could you bring it to me? I mean, if you could. I did bring you that bullet one time.
I'll see what I can do.
Cool.
Children.
Goddamn children.
So I actually got 3 termination knives instead of the 2 that I picked up. And by the way, because I'm currently at, this, I'm going to get lockpicking 3 to grab an achievement. Because you'll see why. Because during Back to Pasadena.
What is that achievement named?
You'll see it.
Rivers, are you receiving me?
I am.
Good. I marked vantage points on your map. Use them to take pictures of the Skynet installations. And although this is a recon mission, you have clearance to engage at will. Over and out.
Engage at will in this case means murder everything possible because of the experience system. The more experience you get, the better you are. The more experience you have, the better things are for you, and eventually you will become a god of destruction that will absolutely donkey punch every Terminator you can possibly find, and it will be funny. So much of this, because we are in a case of exploring and all that sort of shit, is going to be relatively quiet. It's going to be, I wouldn't say peaceful, but at least it will... Oh, look! An armored drone being annoying. Let's see what we can do about fixing that,
I was about to say do a hack, and then I heard the gunfire. I'm still extremely jealous of River's ability to just hold that weapon.
I mean, it's not just the matter of him holding it, it's the fact that he can use it as a fucking tack driver.
Yeah, that too.
So, in the crafting table, we can do a grand total of shit all at the moment.
My favorite amount.
And here we have a checkpoint and a save unit. Might as well use it just to show off how it works and all that, but basically it's for the open world portion. You have little safe houses like this, and as a result, those little computers are there for you to save your game in. Beyond that, there's usually just shit you can scavenge, like say if I want to poke around in dumpsters, I can actually do that, and there's usually something in them. Also, there's the megascope, or whatever you want to call it.
Oh, your supervision.
And the new system is... it's there. I can't really describe much about the Pokemon Snap aspect, but I think it's kinda dumb, to be honest, in no small part because of the fact that, well, you have to basically have the enemy in the center of the screen, which is kind of logical, but it also has to be facing you in a stealth game, where an enemy facing you means you're about to get your shit pushed in. You can see the issues.
Both cameras, though. Who else?
The
will
big
be
advantage.
Frank West?
The big advantage of the Ultrascope, or whatever it's called, is that you can see through walls with it. Specifically, it highlights enemies. At least if they're within certain proximity. Dumpster's
Oh
got
man,
nothing.
I can't believe you just openly admit to using wall hacks. God.
Psst. I wasn't the one who made the scope, therefore it's not my wall hack.
Oh god,
See?
did that just jump?
Yep.
I didn't know they could do that.
Welcome to why Pokemon Snap in Terminator is stupid.
They went from being just suicide bots to bouncing Betty bots.
And then I nearly got killed because I'm stubborn and tried to take a photo anyway.
Gotta put it on your Instagram, man.
Yeah, I think we can agree Instagram sucks.
I don't think I remember my password anymore, so don't have mine.
Well, I don't have Instagram, I don't have Facebook, I am very much a near Luddite when it comes to social media, and that is fine with me.
Yeah, that actually sounds very nice.
Well, I mean, people can want me to be social all they want, they just can't force me to be. So, lockpicking. You ever play Elder Scrolls?
Whoa. I mean, I made that joke in the first stream. Before we had even seen what the locking minigame was, I made a joke of, oh, it's a Fallout. Like 2 minutes later, you got to your first lock, and it's like, ah, shit.
Yeah, well, you kind of deserve that karmic backlash, so.
One day the karma backlash will end.
No, it won't. You're American.
Yeah, that's true.
So we actually have a map system in this game, as you can see. We started over here-ish. And we have a ways to go, and there's a whole bunch of shit to do. We got a couple of stashes, got some ammo boxes to look out for, some actual official mission stuff. This is going to take a while. I actually enjoy these big exploration missions, partly because of the fact that, well, the world building is really well done, and partly because of the fact that, well, I like poking around.
It is nice that they give you areas to explore without any major urgency. Lets you take in the world.
And I deserve that death, because fuck my life!
Oh wow. Oh shit.
Yeah, the game ramps up its difficulty.
Yeah. Fuck. Last week, I went down to one of my favorite bookstores and got an issue of one of the original Gundam manga, or not the original, the 0079. God, and it's bound like a normal Western book in that you read left to right, which initially was kind of like, okay, whatever.
So basically they mirrored everything.
Yeah. What I didn't realize initially until I was about halfway through was that they had actually gone through and flipped every panel. And it took me till halfway through to realize, hey, wait a minute, Zaku's aren't left-handed.
And so, we have found an area to poke at. Areas to poke at are good things, because they usually have loot.
Just like any good shooter? Shooting looter? Fuck it. I guess
Shooter
my own
looter.
joke.
I mean, to be fair, it could be worse. There's more than a few games that could now have the category of shooter looter.
Well,
yeah.
if what they said about Cyberpunk is true, then yeah, that'll be a shooter looter. Assuming it ever comes out.
No, it'll come out eventually. Not
Can't
gonna
wait
say
to be
when, but eventually is a reward for a reason.
So far, my favorite meme about the most recent delay was that quote from what's his name? I think it was Miyamoto, but it was a rushed game is forever bad, but a delayed game is eventually good. But what the shit, CD Projekt Red.
Well, it's worth a cheap chuckle, I'll give it that.
Yeah. I'm gonna look that up so I make sure I have the right person.
So it looks like it's mostly been trade resources and such in this little room, which isn't too shabby, but... oh, look, a medkit, that's always nice. And here's the reward behind the lockpick door.
Yeah, it was Shigeru Miyamoto.
And we get a baggie of resources, which are useful for crafting, and otherwise taking up inventory space, which would otherwise be taken up by ammunition.
Or whatever.
Oh, yeah! Look at this, look at this. Rail plasma.
I'm sorry, what? Mother of God.
Sniper rifle charged with first generation plasma pulse rounds. Damage 550.
Jesus.
In comparison, the first generation phased plasma rifle does 65 damage.
Son of a bitch, man.
Yep. So, let's take a look and see what we can do to this little fucker to make it even better, right? Well, first thing we're doing, gonna pump more damage into there, because more damage is never a bad thing, right? 40% more magazine, because it already starts with a 25 round mag, which is pretty damn good. And now I need
especially for a sniper.
And here we are, we can get 2 more magazine options.
It also appears to have a thermal optic on it.
Well, we'll see in a moment when I actually fully equip it. So let me just drop this in, and chips complete, activate, plus 15 ammo and plus 103 damage.
Jesus.
That is a pretty long-range scope, to be honest. Woo! Look at that zoom.
Oh, wow. And it's got red Terminator vision. Hell yeah.
This thing is designed to fuck up things.
Yeah,
It has iffy, what's the term? Bullet spread within it when you're moving, but the raw power should more than suffice for fucking things up.
Yeah, they'll put down a T-800 real quick.
Oh, yeah!
Quickly find something and shoot it.
I did.
Oh, good.
I saw a container.
I must say, very beautiful explosions in this game.
Okay, so Skynet outposts. These are new. Disable an outpost, destroy the generator, or hack the main computer and seize control over all enemy turrets.
Commander, count on Skynet's plasma storage.
You have a green light to destroy any Skynet structures in Pasadena. But keep in mind that is not your highest priority. If you want to save ammo, overloading the main computer and any storage facility...
Alright, so in the, general chat at the Time Warriors, we've been having a conversation about the Primaris Marines at 40k. Somebody has just said Primaris sounds like American troops in comparison to Canadian.
Well, I made a mistake of antagonizing multiple T-800s, but the sniper rifle is doing its job, because damn, it only takes 3 or 4 shots to chunk one.
Oh, it's looking like a rave on the screen.
Yeah, I kind of deserved that death. I was not expecting the checkpoint to save while the Terminator was walking over to antagonize me.
That's a bit of a mean checkpoint.
Then again, I do have a Terminator shank and knife. Should I use it?
If you can get up behind him. Go all Corvo on his ass.
Well, shit. Now I have to run and make him lose me for a few moments. Shenanigans, right?
Yep, had to get those pictures, man. You know, I figured that was the camera mechanic. They would probably let you mark enemies, like most stealth games do. But apparently not.
No, you gotta be observant. And that means suffering, because this game likes making you suffer. Okay, he almost saw me, but missed. That's good. Shit, fuck. God damn it. God damn it. That's 2 more medkits gone.
I'd be a bit more interested in playing this game myself if it weren't so based around stealth, which is not a dig at the game. It's just I've been playing a lot of stealth games lately.
Oh, I'll be honest, I have nothing against the stealth in this game, and by late game you can easily just face tank everything and just murder the shit out of every Terminator you see without a problem. It's just that getting to that point is stressful.
Yeah. After the, 12 runs of Resident Evil 3 I've done, I'm more than ready for just doing a goddamn Call of Duty game again.
Well, the problem is that Call of Duty games are... I have words about them, but the long and short of it is the last good Call of Duty game was Call of Duty 2.
I would contend, but I don't really have any actual argument other than I like my modern and my sci-fi. But no, Call of Duty 2 is a good one. I have that somewhere for my 360. I mean, hey, Call of Duty 2 gave us fighting in the Africa campaign, which is not very common in World War II games.
Well, that's why he was murdering the shit out of me. Fucker had 2 guns!
He was dual wielding like a cool guy. Also, everybody point and laugh at the Terminator for having a flat ass.
I mean, he's kind of flat anyway, because, well, that knife just went right into the back of the neck. Doop!
Oh yeah. Fried every circuit in his body. You know, I was just complaining about playing RE a lot, and I just thought about, hey, I should play RE6 for stream.
So, that was 4 shots at about 600 damage a shot to drop a T-800.
And from the looks of it, they all hit the chest, so...
Yeah, no critical hits, just... That's how tough they are. Just...
Yeah, holy shit.
2,400 health total. They are tough bastards.
I assume if you hit the head or the weak point, it gives you at least a 2 times damage boost.
Yeah, I think it's 1.5 or greater, so...
He must be using the flak vest ability from Battlefield 4. These are things I remember. drops your headshot damage from 2 to 1.5, your chest from 1 to 0.75, and your limbs down from 0.75 to like 0.25.
Gotcha, some bitch. Put one in his head and knocked him flat on his ass.
Nice. Oh wow, that does a whole hell of a lot of damage.
Still an absolute bastard getting a clean line of sight, but ooh, that was a tasty shot, wasn't it?
Oh hey, and a turret. Oh shit.
Yeah, there's a couple turrets over there. Don't worry, they can't hear me.
They seem quite interested in the sky. Oh yeah, Metro Exodus is on sale on Steam.
A good deal, I might add. A good deal, I might add. It is the type of game that you want to have.
Yeah, I've been meaning to get it, but I'll probably get it on one of my consoles.
Oh, come on, game. Really? Fire 5 times, miss every time at center of body.
Hey, when did you become me?
When the game mechanics decided that it wanted me to suffer. God damn it, now I'm back here.
What? Resident Evil 6 is still fucking $30? Hell no.
And that's kind of expected because, of course, the game likes punishing me for being adventurous.
Oh, did you get jumped by a T? Yep.
Not jumped, he just turned around at the wrong moment.
Ah. A classic video game. Christ.
Down, boy.
Hey Grump, are Kinder Surprises popular over in Canada?
I wouldn't say they're unpopular.
Are they any good?
It's been a long time since I had one, so mostly.
Alright. I have to ask because we're not allowed to have them here in America.
And that's one more T-800 brained. So let's show off hacking. This is hacking, also known as Frogger. This crosshatched line that I'm on is a checkpoint.
Good old Frogger. Or if you're a fan of Dave and Buster's, it's Road Hoppy or whatever they call it.
Well, I mean, the best use for Frogger is annoying people.
True. Ooh, speaking of retro, did you hear about Atari came out with a console?
Oh, the 2600, I believe.
Yeah, I think that was it.
Yes, I remember the 2600. I actually played one many yonks ago when I was a wee sproglet.
Sorry, not the 2600. The one that came out was this year. Or
So
are
the
coming out
2700.
was- Fucking let me find its name. Right, the Atari VCS.
I mean, let's be honest, it's made by Atari. It's probably dog shit.
Nah.
So, tutorial time. We can destroy this wall.
With explosions.
go. Whee!
Plasma storage destroyed.
Good to hear, Rivers. Now proceed with your mission.
So by fucking up these plasma outposts like this, what happens is not only do I automatically hack the turrets as a result, by hacking their main computer, but the plasma storage itself is essentially a weapons depot for Skynet. So by blowing their shit up, I absolutely irritate the hell out of Skynet by destroying all their stuff.
You're fucking with their supply lines. Good man.
Well, I mean, what kind of jackass wouldn't fuck with a homicidal AI supply line, right?
Yeah. Although I feel like, especially the T-800s, don't really need weapons to fuck your day up.
Oh, I know full well they don't need weapons to fuck my day up. A single T-800 can also insta-frag you by grabbing your throat and squeezing.
Yeah.
You really don't want to get too close to them. Oh,
All
I
right.
just noticed I did hit level 13, so let's see what we can do for skills. Oh, here we are, weapons 3, activate. And now I can start playing with other weapons.
Alright, Mr. X of RD2 versus a T-800. No weapons, just fist.
50-50.
I feel that's a fair estimate. Because Mr. X was damn near close to being invincible.
Well, Mr. X is a tyrant, so he has strong self-regenerative properties, which makes him such a absolute pain in the everything to kill, you know?
Yeah.
And when it comes down to it, that's kind of the important thing about him, is the fact that he is just such an incredible bastard.
He is pseudo-immortal. Because really it took dropping the entire nest facility on him to kill him. Also, wow, that is a very large rocket pod. Or missile pod in this case, I guess.
Yep, that is definitely AA in... Oh, not even AA, that's artillery.
Yeah. B-Man asked, are T-800s huggable? I mean, theoretically, yes, but you probably wouldn't want to.
So I got some quests here. Chock full of surprises. Box of chalk from Patrick's house. Colin stash. Colin Lesson stash. T-47 protocol. Take a picture of a functioning T-47, a Walker-type Terminator that just appeared in Pasadena. And hacker destroyed the outpost main generator in the eastern side, so we'll do that too. And the main quest is the main quest. So once we finish doing this bit for the first vantage point, we'll then start doing the side quests. Oh hey look, first vantage point, look at that! Hoot hoot hoot!
Apparently T-47 is also the designation of the snow speeders from Empire Strikes Back.
Yep. And the snow speeders in Empire Strikes Back are quite literally modified civilian snow speeders with an enclosed cockpit.
Yep. But goddamn are they cool.
And here's the issue with lockpicking. Shit breaks. Good pile of loot in there, though. This game, you could theoretically call it resource management, insofar that there's resources to collect. Upgraded ultravision for a camera mode. Yes, photo quality is at least good. Press E to take a photo. Whoop-de-doo. Oof, that was a horrible burp.
Alright, T-47 is something else. Holy shit. That was gonna be fun to see you face off against.
Yeah, you're just giggling with anticipation, aren't you?
Oh yeah. It's my turn now. After the bullshit of me getting spooked at the Dead Space 2 LP.
I'm sending you the first set of pictures.
That's exactly what we need. Move to the second point.
Okay, so 3 Skynet missile turrets have, well, rocket turrets technically, have now been poked at, and so let's go and deal with side quests. Because side quests are important, because, well, more experience, more survivability, you know, good things all around.
Glad to see rocket artillery is still viable in the far future.
So first and foremost, let's hit Colin's stash, because it's straight north of us, and then we can loop around for a chock full of surprises and so on and so forth. We have a ways to go, because as you can see, the map is still nowhere near completed.
Is big map.
Yep, and I have no problems with that. I actually enjoy large maps like this, partly because of the methodical sense you get by being able to just explore and poke about and just generally have fun monkeying about with the map. But there's also the secondary feeling of just having an achievement of, well, discovering new things, you know?
By doing it all.
Well, I openly admit that I doubt that I'll be able to do it all in this game, but I'll damn well try.
Yeah, if you try and do it all, we might be in for the long haul.
Well, I mean, Cool Guy managed to turn a 10-hour game into 25 hours, so he's kind of the go-to for doing it all. Because the game really does sink its claws into you. It feels, quite honestly, like a love letter from the developers to the Terminator franchise, and it is, quite honestly, probably the best Terminator game ever made. I do not say that lightly because, well, you know me, I'm a picky-ass old fart and I hate everything. So when I say that this is a very good Terminator game, I honestly mean it. You might remember this area. This area I looted before, but then I got killed, so I have to re-loot it.
Hooray, double the loot. Kind of.
Sadly, not double the loot, just more loot, which is not too shabby an option, because, well, loot never hurt me.
Yeah. Oh ho, I just got some information from one of my primary army units. Our next campaign is going to take place in Japan.
So that was an armored spider, and then I blew it up.
Very easily, holy shit.
Well, the long and short of it is very simple. Plasma storage is volatile.
Yeah.
Let's see. I should probably do that.
Lasers.
Explosive skill level 1 required. Well, let's see what I have. I don't have any free skill points, but Explosives 1 is right over here, 2,000 experience away from, well, so on and so forth, blah blah blah. This is mildly concerning, not for me really, but the long and short of it is that you get experience for doing just about everything in this game. Blowing shit up gives you experience, as for example. And disarming traps gives you experience. So it's sort of compounding in its experience gain as you continue. You know, I go to the trouble of cleaning my mouse before I started the stream, and it's still just a little bit janky. Yay, I picked up combat stims for free. Whoop-de-doo. It's not like I'll be using them.
Yay.
2 more termination knives, that's good. A dispensary key.
Do the drugs.
Right there! A question calling back to the very start of the first stream of this game. Could you let me know why y'all need teeth? Which actually is a good question. Why does a Terminator need teeth when it is a robot?
I assume to intimidate?
That's the correct answer.
Yay! I am the smart SMART.
Because after all, what is more intimidating? A skull going, "Alas, poor Yorick, I knew him well," which is the upper bits of a skull, or the other bits?
Chompy chomp chomp chomp.
As another example, there's also Murray.
Murray?
Oh, right, I forget. You're a bab. You have never played a certain game called Monkey Island.
I know of Monkey Island, but no, I have not played it.
Well, now I feel old.
I don't know, I'm 21. Every once in a while I feel old when people mention they don't know what the fuck a VHS is.
But do you know what a Betamax is?
I remember hearing a lot about them, but I don't think
you know
I
what a
ever
laser disc
personally
is?
interacted one.
You know, I have to admit, based upon my limited experience of living in California, or at least visiting, relatives who live in California, this is surprisingly accurate to how Pasadena actually looks. Yes, I know, I am a cheeky shit.
You're not entirely wrong.
Okay, we got a T-808 over there with a flamethrower.
Ooh,
I'm going
fancy.
somewhere else.
I'm going to assume you can probably just pop the tank on the flamethrowers back.
I honestly would not be surprised if there's an achievement for that.
It's probably the safer way to take him out. Is that Terminator just skating around?
Not so much skating, but generally being annoying, yes.
Oh, maybe I'm seeing things then. Twilight Walker says, interesting way of healing, just chug down a health pack.
Yep, just snorf it into your face like it's goddamn candy.
Yeah, don't you know, you put...
Boom.
Always put Clip-Clot directly down your throat.
And that is one less problem to have. By the way, fun with this big fuck-off gun. It takes 5 energy cells per shot. So while it says I have 40 ammo, I actually only have 8 shots.
Oh. I mean, I guess it makes sense for the amount of power you're outputting, but ooh.
Well, on the flip side, it fucks up Terminators, but good, so I'm not complaining.
True.
So, here is the achievement. They are taunting me. Hard door. Don't need to do fucking shit.
Oh, cool guy talked about this one last time.
That is a good rant. It just stands there, taunting me.
Yeah, no, I can relate to this guy.
Broke his poor knife, poor bastard. No wall supporting it, won't fucking budge.
I have very similar feelings to the pothole outside my house. Of course, I can't just go out and fix it because the law says so.
You wanna know how to fix it?
Pour some fucking gravel in it.
No, draw some dicks around it.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Nah, they would just bring by a hose and power wash it off.
This is the issue with using mouse control.
It's not quite precise. Well, no.
And there we are. The achievement unlocked. No hope.
Yes, Twilight Walker, it is the Skyrim school of unlocking. Because that's the only one that exists anymore.
Well, to be fair... No, there's no fairness. Skyrim School of Unlocking fucking sucks.
You either do that, or you just have it be an automatic thing.
And hey, look at this. Sometimes you have to hack loot boxes.
Yay.
Ammo is always nice. Because the best part about using ammo is blowing up everything.
More ammo for more blammo.
Yep. So, that was a rather amusing little diversion. Let's see what's in here. A turtlet.
Oh boy, a turlet.
No, not a turlet, a turdlet.
A turtlet.
Yeah, it hasn't.
Yeah, I gotta look at it.
Well, it hasn't grown up enough yet to be a turlet. It's still a baby. Also, I hear a rat. Rats are worth experience.
Yes, they are. And they explode.
To be fair, if you hit a rat with a 5.56 at close range, it not exploding is amazing.
Oh yeah, no, totally.
Billy Bob's an asshole.
Billy Bob. Can't ever trust a man named Bill Bob.
Well, actually you can. You can trust him to fuck up. It's like the one political joke I will allow on this channel. Ever.
Is it the Churchill quote?
Nope. When Trump and his daughter are having sex, you know why she's always on top? Because he only knows how to fuck up.
That's not bad.
I'm a bad man. I take absolutely no pleasure in telling jokes like that because, well, all they do is incite anger and crankiness from everyone involved. And, well, at the same time, it's still a good joke.
Yeah. I thought you were going to go for the, you can always trust the Americans to do the right thing after they've done every possible wrong thing to mess up.
No, that's a wartime quote, so I'm not going to use it in a state of peace.
Fair enough.
And besides, the actual quote is, "You can trust the American to do the right thing after they have exhausted all other options."
Yeah, there we go.
Note that I said right thing, not smart thing.
Just because it's the smart thing to do, don't mean it's the right thing to do.
Well, forgot about that. Good thing I didn't get fried.
Oh, Jesus. Oh god, it even opens up the door. Holy shit.
Penetrating plasma gun.
Oh, and he still gets up.
Yep, and then I put him down with one to the head.
Nice.
So yeah, that was entertaining.
He was the fireman.
Well, as I said, I forgot there was a flamethrower there, so... Still, to be honest, just flat out ganking a Terminator with 2 shots is pretty good, Nick.
Yeah. I gotta say, it's pretty funny watching them just go straight, like, straight upward and then falling backwards.
Yep, just, hi, you sumbitch, whack!
Basically, they A-pose and fall. It's perfect. What more could you want?
Them to be less absolute bastards when it comes to shooting at me.
Yeah, that's fair.
But no, in all seriousness, the sniper rifle is putting in work.
Yeah. Damn thing's just slaughtering them.
Isn't it great?
It's pretty amazing.
So here we have another safe house. Space. Gap.
Yeah, I'd hesitate to call that a house.
I mean, it's ballsy calling itself a house.
You got a nice skylight there. I'm gonna step off for a minute, but I'll be back here in a little bit.
And I just splatted 2 armored spiders, so I'm doing pretty good. Just taking my time, making sure that everything is dead before moving on. Just the way it should be, because these fucking clanks will try to kill me first. You know, there is one thing worse than a Terminator. Or a toaster, or whatever you want to call it. And that is a toaster fucker. Something you viewers may note is that I am being as methodical as humanly possible within this game, but at the same time I will still miss things. This is a game that is expansive enough and, well, I can't really say secretive enough, but loot happy enough to actually make it difficult, or damn near impossible to actually, well, loot the entire map. I will, however, take no small amount of pleasure in absolutely murdering the fuck out of T-800s. So, let's see now, I have the skills of weapons 3 there, so let's see what I can do with the R95 here instead of the previous one. So the first thing you'll see is that it doesn't have a ammo cross here, because it overheats. It has better damage, it has better fire rate, and better stability overall, so this plasma rifle TC-2000R is going to be considered trash in short order. I'm just going to remove these chips from this, because that's damn good loot, and then we're going to put them in this little beastie. As you can see, chips actually have a rating system. The small slash on the side indicates how good of a chip it is. So the cheaper and lower quality it is, the darker the slash. So black, blue, and gold at the moment. My biggest concern at the moment is quite simply that I am running out of medkits. I'm actually almost out. Sorry about that. I am actually almost out of medkits. I have one small medkit left, so I am going to need to find a way to build more. Preferably post-haste-like.
I return.
Welcome back.
Have you encountered the T-47 yet?
I have not.
Awesome.
I have, however, decided to upgrade myself to a new rifle.
One of the Terminator ones?
Yep.
Nice.
It's doing pretty well for itself.
What's the damage number on it?
It's not so much the damage number as it is the stability of 98, making it very hard to miss.
Nice.
So I just popped open the map for a moment to rub my eye because I had a bit of an itch, so let's just avoid talking about that in the long run. We still have to swing around to the stash, have to hit the eastern outpost here, have to get chock full of surprises, and there's probably more stuff to loot as well, because there's always more stuff.
Loot the everything.
And that's the plan. For reference, that container there only took 3 shots from this thing, and it would take about, 10 shots from the pistol you start the game with.
Nice. Twilight Walker says, do not fist the android girls.
If there are any android girls, they wouldn't want to be fisted anyway.
Yeah.
Well, that and there has canonically only been one Terminator girl, and that was in the 3rd movie.
True. I guess we're not taking the new movies as canon.
I mean, I would need to watch them first.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't see that happening.
So this is one of the core things about this game that, while I personally enjoy, some other people will find probably frustrating, is simply the fact that, well, a big part of it is, well, the exploration. I am stumbling over my own words because my brain is on autopilot.
Hooray.
And that was my phone making a farty noise at me. Much better. I just made 22 medkits. Not the absolute smartest thing I could do, but fuck it, I needed them anyway.
Yeah.
So while that T-800 had a terrible picture quality, for whatever reason, the armored spider right behind it gave me a good picture. It's almost like the game is schizophrenic in regards to its picture quality. Gotcha, sucker.
That was a slightly different heal animation.
Yeah, that's because it automatically selected the large med pack.
Ah. I did not know there was large.
as I'll show here. As you can see, Medkit 2 restores a large amount of health, Medkit 1 small amount. A small amount in this case being still half of my health.
But what about your green herb? I'm sure that's great for plasma burn.
Well, to be fair, it's green herb. You're going to be so full of herb that you won't be able to tell what you're doing. And there's the hospital.
Oh boy.
Yeah, missing coffee is understandable.
Yeah.
I think most people would miss coffee. Me, I wouldn't, but that's because I hate coffee.
I rarely drink coffee, but I can understand how much people would miss it in the post-apocalypse.
Second batch going through.
Although I guess you could start growing your own.
In theory, yeah. The problem is that in practice, growing your own is kind of hampered when there's a bunch of killbots going about, trying to kill you.
This is true. Well, make sure to very well scavenge any stop shop you come across. They're bound to have at least some instant coffee. I wonder,
And of course, the coffee bean is only has limited viability after it's harvested. You know.
Really now.
Yeah. After harvesting, a coffee bean is only fresh for about 3 months if it stays chilled. 3 weeks otherwise. And as soon as it is ground, it goes from about 3 weeks of freshness to 3 days.
Huh. I did not know that. I wonder, what does Skynet do with the natural wildlife left on Earth?
Oh, it probably doesn't give a shit. I mean, the only thing it worried about was humanity. Sorry about that. I had accidentally pushed crouch instead of shift, so my push to talk didn't go through. But the short version is that, as far as I know, Skynet actually does not give a single wet fart about the non-human aspects of the world. And the only reason why it sticks around to dealing with the human parts is because of the fact that humanity has been deemed a threat.
Right. But yeah, I wonder if, like, the programming of the Terminator is kill all sentient life, or all living things, or just kill human?
Kill human.
Ah. Alright then. Skynet, saving the world, one human at a time. Never mind the amount of environmental damage that would have been caused by the mass nuking.
Gotcha.
Pow, right in the kisser.
Gonna make you respect my snoip authority.
Respect my authority.
No. You have no authority. I have snipe authority. Most of the trade resources, as you might imagine, are stuff like easily preservable foodstuffs, canned foods, that sort of thing. But more commonly than not, in the washrooms you'll find cigarettes.
I can imagine those being extremely valuable.
And extremely grody.
Oh yeah, no. Without proper packaging, those things are gonna be nasty.
I mean, they're cigarettes, they start nasty.
And I guess the apocalypse is pretty much the ultimate way to kick your smoking habit. Blood Rain, the Terminal Cut, is coming out on November 20th, free for owners of the original.
And what counts as the terminal cut?
Let me open up the article. It's probably just a remaster with a couple cut contents put back. Yeah, updating for modern systems along with the second Blood Rain.
Hello,
Sporting
T-47.
higher. Oh, it's happening. Yeah!
No, that wasn't It's Happening, that was Boom. I annoyed it, it exterminated me. Wholly understandable.
Holy shit, he just punted you.
As I said, I annoyed it, it exterminated me. Wholly acceptable.
Yeah, that's like fucking awesome. Alright, support for higher display resolutions up to 4K. Improved rendering was up to 4 times anti-aliasing, upscaled cinematics, support for modern gamepads, improvements to lighting, engine, improvements to engine in general, improvements to effects. Blood Rain fully voiced with localized interfaces. Blood Rain 2 localized interface and subtitles, and optimized for Windows 10. That is the terminal cut. God forbid they just call it a fucking remaster.
You know, many years ago, I purchased Blood Rain on probably the most unlikely console you would ever imagine.
The GameCube?
In fact, yes.
Ah! My friend had a GameCube back in the day.
Honestly, the best game on the GameCube might surprise you.
Was it Smash?
Nope.
Was it a Kirby?
Nope. It was Skies of Arcadia Legends. Which, I might add, was in fact a remaster of the original Skies of Arcadia on Dreamcast.
Interesting.
If you've never played it, well, that's your loss.
I've heard it talked about a lot.
Well, if you follow other Let's Players or streamers, Thornbrain's group, the Straw Hat No, did a video Let's Play of it a while back. And if I recall correctly, over on the Something Awful Let's Play archive, Mr. Vile had done a screenshot Let's Play that showed probably the pinnacle example of JRPG Old Mantium going up against a boss and winning. I do not use this statement lightly. This is the boss that the Old Mantium was applied against was a boss that could easily kill just about any character in 2 hits with a special move. The Old Mantium took all of 700 hit points worth of damage from an attack that does an average of 6,000.
Jesus. What are old people like over in Japan that they have become so strong?
Well, that's why it's called Old Mantium. It's like adamantium, only old.
I have to wonder, why would the plasma rifle even have iron sights on it?
Got it. Sending it right now.
Well done, Private. Now proceed with your main objective.
Yes, annoy the T-47 until it dies.
What could possibly go wrong?
Everything, but that's half of the fun. Ha ha!
Oh boy!
Whoop 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 whoop. Whoop 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 whoop.
And it's got 2 miniguns, and the fact that they just call it minigun inclines me to believe they are 7.62.
Oh, those things aren't mini, those are 20mm.
Ooh, they're extra big.
They're maxi guns.
Yeah, these aren't these aren't miniguns, these are cannons.
So if I kill it, do I get a prize?
I would hope. You get the 20 mil off of it. Also, I like it just like crab walking away from you.
It knows that I'm here to kill it.
Well, I mean, so did everyone else that you killed.
Dun dun dun, it's the B-Man.
Oh,
And
I was
hello,
watching
Badood.
Gremlins too.
Oh my god, it has rocket pods on it too.
Shoot the rockets. Do the not the vanquish thing.
Hold on, it just yeeted itself out of there. Oh no, it's still there. I need to play more Vank.
So it is at 71% health at the moment.
Goddamn. And you put a lot into it.
God damn it, 3 attempts left.
I believe in you, Grump. You are the master of Frogger, after all.
Please, I'm just old.
Yeah, same thing, right?
Sure feels like it some days. Sure feels like it.
If that thing stepped on you, you'd be a Grump sandwich.
Oh, please. Don't want to step on me. Oh look, it's standing near an ammo pod. Oh look, it took a chunk of damage. 'Cause I'm an asshole! Whoop! Whoop, 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 whoop.
Damn, with those boosters, that thing actually moves pretty quick.
Yeah, it's actually pretty impressive, isn't it?
Yeah.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes, we can hear ya.
This fucking, frickin' push to talk is breaking on me.
Oof. Make sure, check your push to talk delay to make sure that's not an issue.
That's not the case. It's just straight up like I'm holding it down, and it is not like going.
That's unfortunate.
You know, that's Discord is just.
Well, it's working now, so that's a good thing.
We have the B-Man.
Yep, the Man of B. B-Man is always a fun person to chat with because of the fact that he is, well, in his own words, a walking shitpost.
Well, currently, I am a quarantined shitpost.
Whoa.
Sucks. I'm pretty sure I don't
System
have
overload,
COVID, but,
time to run.
My brother has made it very clear. Do not fucking, like, you know, put the children in danger, so...
Yeah, don't risk it.
I'm now kind of forcing myself to be stuck in my room all day, and that sucks.
Yeah.
I guess this is what it feels like for you, Liquid.
Yeah, pretty much. I
Okay,
get
so
out occasionally.
the T-47 is kind of getting honked off because... Yep, still counts as one.
It's a robot. Robots don't
So,
have feelings.
there's something nice. I just killed the T-47 with a hacked turret.
Oh, fucking Christ.
If it had feelings, it'd feel really bad about that.
God, those hack turrets are fucking busted.
When they work, they work. When they don't work, they're absolute fuckers.
Quickly, go loot it.
I just did.
Did you get a minigun?
No.
Damn.
Aw. So, that was the T-47. It appeared, it very lightly shocked me by being big, and then I killed its ass.
Technically, you didn't kill it, the turret did. Do not kill steal.
Yeah. Don't be like
I got
my
the achievement
friend.
for it, I get the kill.
That's just the game being polite to you.
Also, I hacked the turret personally.
I guess that's a bit more fair. I accidentally joined a chat in another Discord.
And boom, goodbye T-808. So the T-800 is your bog standard asshole, your T-808 has a flamethrower, and your T-825 has 2 plasma guns instead of 1. Because he's double a dick.
Yay. But what about the T600?
There is no T600. They are old and
I have a
obsolete and
question.
junk.
That
Do
was a
you ever
trick
get
question.
T800s who dress up like humans to go up to you to confuse you that they're humans, even though they're all dressed and look the same, behave the same?
Well, that is a thing, actually.
Really, when you get like T800s that are acting like chasing you in their disguises?
Yep.
That's Fast Learner.
Fast Learner is a 30% experience buff. I'm fairly certain that it stacks with Fast Learner 1 and 2, of which was a 10% and a 20% buff respectively. So in theory, I am getting 60% more experience. In practice, it's probably just 30%. So I could go up there and finish my current main quest objective, but no, I have side quests still. And let's be honest, we're in this to be completionist, even if the completion of the side quest is extremely stupid.
I have a question.
I have an answer.
Why is your gun glowing?
Because it's a plasma gun.
In the 40-watt range.
But isn't this a stealth operation?
It's a stealth operation with the specific caveat of weapons-free stealth.
But still, this thing gives off light when you're not shooting it. Like, isn't that just kind of bad gun design?
I mean, it's a Terminator weapon, so...
It's also not exactly ergonomic. It's designed for a robot hand, not a human hand.
Yeah, I mentioned that earlier. Why would the robot weapon have iron sights on it? The robot does not need irons. Unless Skynet is secretly selling these to the humans. Oh god, it's the 80s all over again.
Wait, does Skynet have, like, you even understand the concept of capitalism?
Yep. To the point where Skynet started destroying humanity by launching nukes at the Soviet Union.
Yep.
So basically, Skynet used the ideologies of the late 80s, early 90s to destroy the world. I'm taking a few moments to poke around at the wrecked cars and all that you can see gallivanting about, because just like the ambulances earlier, if you can find a car with a openable trunk, there's usually some good stuff in it. Like so.
These cars are not gallivanting. They're broken.
Well, I'm the one gallivanting. The cars are just sitting here sulking.
Cars cannot sulk. They are dead.
Were they ever alive to begin with?
Well, in theory.
No. Well, actually, no. It depends on, like, do you believe in Taoism or something?
So here's a nice little thing. This lock is a very easy lock. There's one thing that makes very easy locks nice in this universe, in this game. You cannot break a
But they have
lockpick
a
in
really
them.
wide arc.
No, you cannot break a lockpick in them.
What? Repeat that again?
You cannot break your lockpick in them. You can muck around all you
sure.
want, and you will never break a lockpick in a very easy lock.
Hell
That's
yeah.
actually very good. Oh, legit, I like that mechanic.
It is honestly a very good mechanic, and it's a very lovely quality of life mechanic that Skyrim will steal.
Yep.
Haven't they already stolen it yet?
Well, no. I mean, let's be honest, it's Skyrim. They steal everything.
I mean...
Did they steal my pants? I bet those assholes did.
Yes, and now you have to. The only way you can get them back is by buying another copy of Skyrim.
I no one
It
even
just
owns
works.
Skyrim. I've never owned Skyrim.
Be careful saying that. Todd Howard will be at your house any day now to interrogate you.
I mean, I would
Oh,
be.
good.
I would not be worried about the whole risk of interrogation by Todd Howard. I'd be more worried about waking up and finding him next to you in your bed.
Let him. I'm sick. Maybe I can get him sick too.
Eh. He's got to figure out how
Well,
this
granted, I'm
is even
getting better.
possible.
Well, I mean, your sacrifice will be remembered.
Hey, Liquid, do you want to get sick?
Yeah. I'm already kind of sick right now. Not with,
Why?
I'm pretty sure I've just got a cold at the moment. I haven't been coughing.
Well, I
Some
mean,
coughing.
if you start coughing, someone will have to do a dance for you.
Yep.
I'm waiting for the penny to drop.
I don't think it's gonna drop, man.
Coffin, dance.
See, the penny never dropped because we don't have, or we're trying to get rid of pennies right now. In our coin shortage.
Oh god, this is
Well-
your fault.
You know why Canada stopped making pennies, right?
Why?
Why? Because it just cost too much to make them?
Yep. It cost 1.4 cents per penny to make a penny.
Goddamn.
God damn.
So do you guys just no longer have, like 56 cents? Everything's in 5s or 10s?
If you're using cash, it goes to the nearest multiple of 5. If you're using card, it goes back to typical cents.
I like this.
Which, of course,
Yeah, it's
means
just common
that
sense,
most
you know?
people would think it's senseless.
I think it's common sense.
I don't know, I'd be down to cut out pennies if it meant things could just be by multiples of 5.
You know, when I was a young boy, I almost swallowed a penny.
Nice.
So, how did it feel becoming a bank?
My uncle kind of reached into my mouth, into my throat, and pulled the penny out.
I remember.
How does it feel becoming a robbed bank?
Better. Felt better. Because I wasn't stuffed with the burden of capitalism.
When I was younger, I used to like chew on
Ow,
pennies.
fuck! Fucker ambushed me! I deserve that.
Did you not notice him, like, right behind you?
Until the last second.
I mean,
Oh my god, I totally
I
just
noticed
saw.
him, like, I saw him when you were making that turn.
I totally just saw a Terminator sliding across the ground with no walk animation.
Well, the game is
Well, that's
slightly janky.
That's how they're so deadly, dude.
He has wheelies,
Heelys.
Yep.
wheelies,
by the way.
wheelies, whatever they are. I never had a
So
pair.
wheelies is like a thing you do on a bicycle, like you're driving on one wheel.
Yeah, true.
A heelys is like when you're driving on your foots, and your foot has shoes and your shoes have have wheels on them.
Yeah. I've done a wheelie on my bike once. I still have marks from the scrapes.
So, this is the drawback of dying in this game.
That's a very long checkpoint.
When people die, they're killed.
But yeah, the checkpointing is not lenient.
Rude. So it's not rude, but it's not lenient.
Well, Rude is another beast entirely, so let's leave that at that.
Okie dokie.
Oh, hey, who wants a free Remington?
Me.
Hell yeah.
Oh, the Remington shotgun. It does have lights on it.
Yeah, but it's got that wood furnish.
That means that the machines can't hack the wood furnish.
Exactly.
Why does your
Furnish.
sniper rifle have lights on it?
Pardon?
Oh, it's a rail gun. Or rail assisted. Also, I cannot believe that Terminator didn't just notice the two shots flying behind it.
You're about to eat it.
Would be the first time.
Revenge!
Oof, right in the head.
I have absolutely no problems with making something come to me and then getting murked. Also, let's be honest, this is a fun gun, even if the scope hurts for your eyes after a while.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, what was that? The Virtual Boy.
No, it's not even just like the Virtual Boy, it's just very strongly associated with the actual, what a Terminator sees. Like, you remember you remember the first movie when you see some scenes from the Terminator's perspective?
Yeah,
It's very much like that.
I don't know, I like my new headcanon that they just strapped a Virtual Boy to it.
This fucker here is a bit of a bastard because he has two Skynet Plasma R95 rifles.
He's the cool guy.
No, even cool guy would call him a fucker. One thing you'll note is that very much the character in this is very good at controlling weapon sway and aiming and all that sort of shit. It's
bullshit.
Yeah, he is. He can turn just about any weapon into a tack driver, given enough incentive on his part. Which is interesting in a way. It's also absolutely aggravating, but that's beside the point. What's this? Ooh, loot.
Rivers is an infiltrator unit. He just doesn't know it. He got hit in the head.
Well, I mean, he is robotic enough to have that excuse fly.
He's got generic man voice.
He's got generic man appearance. He's got generic everything. He is so generic I cannot forget what he sounds like. Actually, I can't remember what he sounds like, too.
Extremely generic.
This is a man who is so generic, he makes generic things look specialized. Why, yes, I am starting to stumble over my own words because my brain is starting to go.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm pretty dead over here in my seat.
Ooh, a scoped plasma rifle. Okay, let's see. What can I toss? What can I toss? I think I'll be tossing one of these shotguns.
Yoink. That
free 50 plasma cells. And let's be honest, the wood finish isn't that good on the shotgun.
Oh, it's probably faux wood.
No, it's probably worse than that. It's probably American.
Oh. Alright then.
Why, yes, I am an evil bastard.
Yeah, well, the wood on your Ross rifles isn't that good either.
Ah, but the Ross rifle was a precision sniping weapon that some idiot decided to say would be great for trench warfare. And that's why everyone with a brain immediately chucked the extra Ross rifles and swapped them out for Lee Enfields.
Whoa.
Yes, I know my history. I tend to be pretty good at knowing history, which is why I'm such an annoying bastard.
I know stuff, I just constantly question if what I know is true.
Well, I mean, there's one person I know who did not know that World War II started in 1939. He thought it ended that year.
Wait, what?
That's some next level.
Oh, so repeat that. Who thought World War II ended in 1939?
Yeah, that's what he thought.
Oh, who?
Well, I'm not saying who. I'm not going to shame the poor guy.
We're not going to blast him on the internet.
Yeah, it's just very much a case of it's worth a small chuckle, and, well, he was correct. He stood corrected after he was told otherwise, and when the end of the day happens, that's what's most important. Being able to say with a straight face that, hey, you learned something.
Yeah. I, for a very long time, thought that anti-tank rifles were outdated when they were first introduced. Why did I get fucking blasted?
Yeah, I blasted you.
Oh god, has that happened twice?
Yep.
Did I forget about... Oh.
And do you know what the first British anti-tank rifle was in World War I?
It wasn't the boys.
No, it was not, but it was close enough to make no never mind. The Boys itself was relatively late. Let's be honest, I actually do not remember what the first anti-tank rifle of World War I was.
Here, let me look it up.
Go ahead. So before I got mercilessly murdered, I did not actually, sneak down to the basement to poke around down here. So let's see what we can find.
The world's first anti-tank rifle was the Mauser 13mm anti-tank rifle, also known as the Tankgewehr.
Yeah, so the Boys is derived off of a German gun. No surprise.
Yep. Seems to happen quite a lot.
And vice versa. There was more than a few Allied inventions that the Germans took a look at and went, ooh.
I like that.
And there were more than a few German inventions that the Allies took a look at and went, ooh.
Namely their machine guns and tactics, especially after the war.
Well, I mean, let's put it this way. The reason why the United States Navy had such a strong reputation for their ships surviving absolutely horrible amounts of damage was because after World War I, when everyone else was absolutely thrashing, howling, and screaming over reparations and claiming... hang on a sec.
Is that a map to your hiding place, Patrick?
God damn it, Patrick. Anyway, sorry about that. I was just slightly sidetracked by game. Sorry, I'm stumbling over my words for the moment. But at the end of the day... shit, I've lost my train of thought. You want to help me reset it?
While everyone else was screaming and bitching about reparations, the U.S. was?
Yes, the U.S. at the end of World War I, they decided to look at the Imperial German Navy's, what's the word I'm looking for? Doctrine in regards to damage control. Now, stop and think about that for a few seconds. What do you think the German Navy did in regards to damage control that made the U.S. sit up and go, "Rrrr"?
I'm going to assume lots of drilling for fires, and then probably something about the way they spaced out certain compartments.
No, it was a much simpler doctrinal effect that came into being through hard-earned experience.
They had hoses.
Having their ships on fire?
No, the doctrine was the priority of the crew is to prevent the ship from sinking instead of keeping the ship fighting.
Ah.
Oh.
That seems like it should be an obvious one, but... you know... Apparently, in 1918, the British were mounting recoilless anti-tank rifles onto their planes.
Yeah, well, it worked.
Beautiful.
Now, can you imagine Snoopy and his little Sopwith camel going absolutely ripshit and absolutely ruining some poor fucker with a recoilless rifle?
Jesus. Oh, it's even better. It's a recoilless rifle for the gunner, and then attached on top of the gun is a Lewis gun.
Well, yeah, I mean, you gotta have the machine gun to poke and prod at other planes.
Yeah. And maybe range your shot while you're at it.
Pretty much. I mean, ranging shots with machine guns is a tried and true practice that has been used for a great many years by aviators.
Yep. I really want to build a, really want to, one, move out to a state where I can do this. Two, get myself a rifle and convert it to be a, top feed pan weapon.
Well, I mean, you can. It's not exactly smart, but you can.
Yeah. Look, man, top feeding pans are sexy.
Well, the Bren gun is over there waiting to taunt you.
Yeah, box mags are better, I know.
So here is a skill. Stealth 2. Not only does it reduce the enemy's ability to detect you with sight, but it temporarily marks enemies when you aim at them.
Nice.
I think I'll actually start going into the crafting tree. This is nothing against the game's stealth. It's very good at it, but it's just I don't see the need to give myself a bonus when I can just kick ass and take names left, right, and center because I'm that pretty.
Oh my. Obsolete 75mm and 105mm recoilless rifles were used by the U.S. were then given to the National Park Service and the U.S. Forest Service.
Yeah, you know why? Clear out avalanches.
Controlled avalanches.
Yep. And it works. They still use field guns for that in Canada, actually, up in the Rocky Mountains.
Nice. Oh, no.
They just use a blank charge instead of a full charge, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, reading that, I didn't see that they used it for avalanches at first and just assumed they were using it on, like, bears or something.
Well, I mean, it's one way to cure yourself from dealing with Smokey.
I mean, there are those bears out in Siberia that are hooked on huffing gas and will follow helicopters around.
Well, that's Siberia for you. There's not much difference between the bears and the people. But, well, that's the world for you. There's weird shit.
A lot of it seems to come out of Russia.
And let's be honest, that is because of the zone of exclusion.
Yeah.
Or, to use a different descriptor, it is also known as the boson layer. Because it is the layer that protects the rest of the galaxy from Earth's harmful rays.
Oh, the ozone. I heard boson.
No, that's quite what I meant. The boson layer.
Ah.
'Cause bozos.
Right, okay, yeah. Yeah, my brain's not working well.
That's to be expected. How long have you been awake for?
I woke up at about 9. So it's been nearly 12 hours.
Yeah. You can keep going. You're not that much of a wimp, are ya?
No, not normally, but I have done shit all today and I feel extremely tired.
You know how to fix that, right?
Playing video games? I did for like 20 minutes.
Stab myself?
No, why would you stab yourself? That's stupid.
But the adrenaline.
No, it's still stupid.
Stab somebody else.
That's also stupid. No, you kids, if you're going to be stupid somewhere else. What I'm going to suggest is something simple. It's called exercise.
Yeah, I probably could go for a bike ride.
Oh, it's not even a bike ride. Just do what I'm doing right now.
Oh, it's a challenge, right?
Well, it's also the fact that have temporarily moved my chair and am doing an invisible chair squat in front of my computer while playing the game. Go ahead, try it for yourself. See how long you last.
I can assure you not long.
Go ahead, try it.
Alright, hold on, give me a minute.
1.
Alright, mediocre knees, don't give out on me now.
Crack, pop, thud.
I am 21. And I should have better knees.
Christ, what the fuck does this kid expect me to do? Scrape the chalk off the walls and form them into the little, cylinders form again?
Do it. Just spit on them. Or do the right thing and just go back and kick the kid.
I'm tempted. So tempted. Anyway, how are you surviving right now,
That's been better, but I'm still doing it.
It's one of those challenges that is very good, but very difficult without being absolutely sadistic.
Feel that burn.
Okay, so that's that done. I just have one main mission left in this map, but I also have a little corner down here I have not explored yet. You can see how the map kind of fades a little bit in these two spots. So, let's go! Fucking silverfish.
They keep breaking down all that stone. Okay, yeah, I give up.
Now, you want to know what an official set of that is?
Let me guess, 5 minutes?
10 reps, 30 seconds per rep.
How long did I do?
You actually did just over 30 seconds.
Whoa. I did a 1. I shall blame it on me being unhealthy and my 7 years of lacrosse.
Only 7 years of lacrosse?
7 or 8, I can't quite remember.
Well, so long as you had fun beating the tar out of people with a stick.
Yeah, I played defense, so I got the 6-foot pole.
You know, interesting trivia about lacrosse. It started as a First Nations form of conflict resolution.
Yeah, the younger brother of war. Allegedly, hockey was invented when somebody accidentally stepped on the lacrosse ball, flattening it into a puck.
Nah, I doubt that.
I mean, that's just the story I was told.
Okay, so that's done. Killed some silverfish, which is always a good score. Because, hey, free explosives.
Yay. Yeah, I played 7 or 8 years of lacrosse. I was going to play my senior year of high school, but I ended up deciding not to as, well, the issue had become everyone that was still serious about the game was looking to get picked up by a college for a scholarship. So it was a all or nothing situation.
Yeah, and it's not fun.
Yeah.
And push comes to shove, you play sports for fun and teamsmanship. And when it comes down to it, that's my entire priority when it comes to any sport that I'm in. I just want to have fun with my friends.
Yeah. But I enjoyed my time while I played it. I took a lot of fucking fastballs to the ankle.
This building is the last building in the zone that I have not explored. Or at least it's the last building with shit in it that needs to be explored. So,
loot.
Yep, that's the plan. Loot. God damn it.
Truly the goal of any man who seeks to get into shape is to be just as great as Chris Redfield.
Nah, Chris Redfield has nothing against Machio.
but punch bolder.
Machio stronger. You might know of
Who's-
Machio. From
Okay,
a certain
Street
show
Fighter.
called How Heavy Are the Dumbbells You Lift?
Interesting.
Oh god, I need to defuse here for a bit. The Discord I'm on is watching The Death of Stalin. No god, I don't think I can stomach that movie again.
It is a very interesting movie, but it is definitely one of those ones that is a very dark comedy in its own right.
I watched Burn after reading. That was like, I'd probably watch it again only once more. Like fucking...
Burn After Reading
Death
is
of
actually
Stalin.
intended to be a comedy, though. The Death of Stalin is comedic because of just how absolutely dysfunctional everything is, and yet it believes it's functional.
And it was
The
banned in
problem is that,
Russia.
like, basically all that happened.
Okay, so I think I've just about looted everything on the ground floor, and now I go up a level, once I get back around to the stairs.
I quite enjoyed Death of Stalin, but then again, I am very much fond of extremely dark humor.
Well, I mean, worst case scenario, can start telling the really bad jokes, but I tend to try to avoid those when I'm actually streaming.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
I have absolutely no problem telling them outside of streams, but that's beside the point.
There are rules of the world to still be followed.
And all those rules or whatever rules Stalin made.
I mean, let's be fair, the rules of the world that I follow are more rules of warfare.
Such a fucking war history, not bird, no. War history buff shit.
I mean, it's not even war history, it's just simply the fact that the vast majority of human history has had humanity at conflict with itself.
For as long as there are two people left on the earth, somebody is going to want somebody dead. Hooray for nihilism.
Nihilism isn't worth it in my opinion. It's easy to be depressive
Nah.
about shit, it's a lot more challenging and a lot more interesting to be optimistic about humanity.
Accurate.
Isn't nihilism supposed to be like, oh, nothing matters? It's like, hey, nothing matters. Do whatever you want.
That's Gen Z nihilism.
Well, I mean, there's also, the Fonzie nihilism. Hey!
Hey.
But, well, the Fonz actually had, some variety of, character to him, unlike most nihilists.
Remember when the Fonz became like coach in like an Adam some football movie?
Nope.
I can't say I do, but I'm sure it happened.
Yeah, I think it was like a not movie.
I feel like the Fonz used to be much more of a national icon than he is anymore.
Well, to be fair, it's been somewhere in the ballpark of about 40 years since that series, so...
True.
Actually, longer than that, maybe in 50 or so. But one of the things that a lot of people didn't know about the actor who played Fonzie is that there were consistent and persistent rumors that he was dyslexic, and so the Fonz's catchphrase of "A" would be him essentially ad-libbing because he forgot his lines.
Huh.
Now, it's persistent rumor. I still have no idea if it's actually true or not, but hey, it's an interesting one at least.
Yeah. All right, Frank West, get that camera out.
That's the last one.
Good job with these pictures, Rivers. We're one step closer to preparing a counterattack. I'm starting to see why Skynet is...
I've covered terminations, you know.
Get your ass back to the shelter.
So we have two options for leaving. We can leave from where we started, or we can poke around over here, which is somewhere we have not yet been. So let's go poke around in the area we haven't been yet, after I check out the new skill we can get. I think I'll get toughness 3, because the enemies really are chewing me up.
Those plasma weapons.
Well, you gotta admit, if it works against the T-800, it's definitely gonna do a number on a squishy human.
Oh yeah. We don't take well to hot shit.
Uh-huh. And especially don't take
What
well
about
to hot
cold
shit that
shit?
clings and burns. As
Think
for
about
shit,
your cleanliness, liquid logar.
My what?
Cleanliness.
Oh yeah. I took a shower yesterday. And the day before.
I took a shower on Sunday.
Nice. I mean, it's finally getting cold enough around here that I can take hot showers, which is nice. And by cold enough, I mean not 90.
yeah, not 90 you say. It's not that cold out, it's not that hot out, wah wah wah. Guess what, it's been snowing here all day.
That sounds amazing. Oh, holy
Yeah.
shit, it's dropping into the 60s next week.
You fucking wimp.
Hush. The average temperature around here is 90 to 100.
Wimp. Wimp. Cowardly wimp.
And we might get rain on Friday. That would be nice.
Snow. Snow. More snow. Still snow. Snow. Slush. Snow. 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 Fuck you. Snow.
Well,
No problem at all for you.
Up in Naknek, Alaska, it's currently 21 degrees Celsius or Fahrenheit.
Snow problem for you. Snow. I'm just doing because I know he knows what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, no.
And back to the hideout.
There'll be no acknowledgement of your pun.
There will always be acknowledgement of the pun. You just want to avoid it because you're afraid.
Oh, excuse me. I don't know why I broadcasted that.
Because you're getting tired, and you're a potato.
It was too much work to take my hand off of the push to talk.
Uh-huh. So, now I can make plasma cells.
Just... okay.
I think I made a few.
Just a good old screwdriver there. That'll make plasma real quick. Jesus Christ, man. Nearly 500.
Ka-ching!
Make all the money.
I'm fairly certain that I made more money than I spent there, yeah.
The only proper way to play a video game.
Puppy!
Ah, yes, pupper time.
Puppy is good friend. You're like Puppy. Puppy nice.
Pet dog punch kid.
How was Pasadena? You know what? Forget I asked. I don't.
Aw, the little ear flaps.
I'm just glad that you're all right.
And how are you doing?
I guess I'm a little nervous before tomorrow.
I never asked you. What are you planning to do tomorrow?
I've been meaning to tell you earlier, but I panicked. And that's because I decided to go with Ryan. We'll find somewhere safe, away from all this. You have to understand, I need to do what's best for Patrick. I'm his big sis. I need to protect him. I haven't told him yet. He'll be devastated leaving you and Aaron, but I think it's for the best.
Aren't you curious about what happened in Pasadena?
No. I think I'd rather keep that place in the past. Actually, I have a confession to make. I've never been outside of Pasadena until now. Can you believe that?
But that's not surprising. After all, that's where your home is.
Where it used to be. Right now I'm going to try someplace new to call home. I did my traveling through pictures and postcards that wanderers brought with them. My favorite had a little flamingo drinking water from a lake on it. Its long red neck curved like a snake. Patrick's mother gave me that postcard. It's funny how I never met my mother, but I was around to see Patrick's leave him.
I'm sorry to hear about your mother.
Don't be. I had a pretty good childhood, apart from the nuclear holocaust and all. I remember the day Patrick's mom brought him in. They were both tired and dirty, so we took care of him. Patrick was crying a lot. He was teething at the time. That was what scared her away. She just couldn't handle the crying.
Did you blame her?
No, I didn't. For some reason, I was mad at my dad. For letting her go, I guess. After she took off, I was devastated. But my father said, "You need to grow up. You have a brother now." So I burned the postcard. The little red flamingo flew up in flames. And I promised myself I'd never be weak again. But I guess we all need someone we can be weak with sometimes, don't we?
And that seems to be it for this section, so let's head over to the magic bed where we sleep instantaneously. Just boop!
How amazing that would be.
Seriously, why do all the women have like low-cut shirts?
Wake up. We need to move.
Because the
What's going
90s.
on? Everyone, wake up.
I don't know.
You need to get out of here.
Who the fuck are you?
It doesn't matter. What matters is that you can't stay here any longer.
She asked a question, and I suggest answering.
You don't want to do that. I've got this place rigged with explosives, and there's a detonator in my pocket.
You got what?
Would you mind?
Lower your gun, Ryan. He's the one that saved my life.
What do you want from us? You have to get out of here. Skynet's on its way. They finally found you.
What you mean they found us? They were looking for us?
Not for you. For him. He's essential to winning this war. Skynet knows that. That's why they've been following him for months. I have to make sure nothing happens to him. In a couple of minutes, an infiltrator will walk in here trying to kill him. I can't let that happen. We have to bury that Terminator here once and for all.
All right, everybody, you heard him. Let's get moving. I'll get the bus ready.
There's no time for that. There's a passage here. It will lead you out. Use it.
What was that?
All right, everyone, get out!
Jacob!
It's the same one. It's the same model.
hell's he still alive?
Go! 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 Watch out! Don't just stand there! Run!
Buried my ass.
I'm not gonna lie, that entire sequence was a bit limp.
Yeah. Oh well.
Baron listened to us. She could no longer.
Also, it sounded like that stranger was voiced by Rivers.
She decided to take everyone in. On
What
her.
was River's twin brother?
The shelter was on high alert, but thanks to the intel
I'm just going to assume they probably didn't want to, or couldn't afford, rather, another voice actor.
just enough to start preparing the counterattack.
Again, tiny budget. Probably most of it went to the art assets.
Yeah.
So it's been a good run. Completed a couple of missions, completed a whole bunch of side quests, explored Pasadena properly. Got my ass kicked a whole bunch of times, got my ass unkicked a whole bunch of times. And with that, and the fact that we are currently in a hub zone for just poking around and prodding at shit, we are very likely looking at the very near end of the stream. It is about 10:45 p.m. here, so I've been going for the better part of 3 hours and 45 minutes. And honestly, I have a bit of minor headache because of the use of my headset. So, with all that said and done, I want to say thank you to everyone who showed up, everyone who wandered in for the stream, everyone who commented and conversed. I want to thank you, Liquid, for sticking around for the vast majority. I want to thank you, B-Man, for popping up anyway. And, well, I will continue streaming this game, most likely around next Tuesday for the next set. So again, thank you very much, take care of yourselves, and I hope you have a good evening.
Have a good one.
Thanks for streaming. That was fun stream.
Yeah.